if he can sustain that. If he gets the opening set and he gets the crowd behind him and there's a bit of rah-rah behind him and he's ready to go and he'll play above his level, then, yeah, I like that a lot. But, to get a set, maybe two, would be an amazing effort.
We have lights now, Nat.
Oh, hooray for lights.
We can see two players.
Chris, a quick tip from you for this match here, Chris.
Oh, if Svitolina can play the way she did against Andreeva, then it'll be very tight. I think I still have to go for Goff on a 52-48.
Okay, I like it. Looking forward to getting to you both. Have a great call. In the meantime, that is it for the evening serve. Matt, it's been brilliant having you on again. I absolutely love working with you.
I've loved rejoining. It's been great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Go and enjoy tonight. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Make sure you tune into the morning show with Fiona Darmody on AO Radio tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. We'll be back with the evening serve tomorrow, same time, same place, hopefully a little bit cooler. So make sure you stay tuned to AO Radio throughout tonight. Have a great night.
On 99.7 FM around Melbourne Park and around the world on the official Australian Open app and ausopen.com, this is AO Radio.
A very good evening to you from the Rod Laver Arena, the main feature of Melbourne Park. I'm Chris Bowers, alongside me Mark Halawati. We're at the quarterfinal stage. We've had two quarterfinals already. Sasha Zverev is already through in the men's, and Arina Sabalenka, the top seed and twice former champion, is through in the women's. Who will Sabalenka play? It'll either be Coco Gauff or Elina Svitolina. What do you reckon, Mark?
Well, I'm just thinking about the way Svitolina played her last match, where she was just so tactically brilliant, the way she went about her business, used the court to her advantage, and I think she'll have to do that again tonight. She's got to come up with a plan of attack with Coco and just try to not get in a baseline duel where she's just going, big hit to big hit, because I think Coco's going to win that. So, we do know that Coco can sometimes be in and out of form in a match. She has these hot streaks, but then also occasionally throws in some cold patches as well. And that's where I think Svitolina can really assert some dominance and just try to put her in a hole and keep it there as long as possible. But Coco Gauff, she's had some wins under her belt. She's a slam champion, so she's been there, done that. So, it's a really intriguing battle.
Svitolina has won pretty much every tournament there is to win on the WTA Tour. She's been so good, so consistent over the years, and yet she's only had 3 Grand Slam semi-finals, a number of quarterfinals. We've seen her play some terrific matches in the middle part of tournaments. Then when we get to the sharp end, she just can't bring up that extra needed to beat the real names. And Gauff has 2 Grand Slam singles titles. She's the reigning French Open champion, and she was the US Open champion 2023. Do you feel that with the extra experience, Svitolina is now 31 years old, she's a mother, that she has the ability, that she has the weapons to actually beat Gauff and then go on to beat Sabalenka, and then go on to beat possibly Swiatek in the final? Yeah,
that's a big, 3 big ones deal in a row, and that's tough. And I think to win a slam, you've got to really do something extraordinary. What's your one thing where players see your name and they go, bang, this is what they do? We know we like Serena. It's like just competitive power. And then Steffi Graf had the forehand and her movement. So what does Svitolina do that separates herself from everyone else? I don't think she really has that. She
hasn't got one weapon, but she's got courtcraft.
Yeah, and that's where now I think in the back half of her career she's really excelled at. She's probably a little, against a lot of the other players, she's a little bit limited with her game style, doesn't like to come forward as much, doesn't have a huge powerful serve, and the ground strokes aren't super powerful, but she's competitive. And now I think in this back half she's become a lot more tactically aware, and she showed that in her last match where she was very, very clever tactically with what she did. So I think she'll have to really expose those areas against Coco Gauff.
Don't forget, you can be part of our broadcast here on AO Radio. Please contact us with your questions, comments, or entries to our competition, which we'll tell you about at some stage. You may have heard about it already. Contact us one of 2 ways. You can either go to ausopen.com/listen, and then alongside the listen button for AO Radio, there's an Ask the Booth button. Click on that and you'll get a form that you fill in. It's not a big form, it just asks for your name, whereabouts you are and what you want to say or ask. Alternatively, just send us an email. Our email address is aoradio@tennis.com.au. It'd be great to hear from you. Mark, I had this weird experience earlier today. I was watching the Sabalenka Jovic match on a screen where the sound was down. I was in an area where there's a lot of activity, and they had one of those devices up where the what the commentators were saying was put up in a sort of instant transcription service, and it was I assume it's done by a form of artificial intelligence or algorithm or whatever, and they were looking forward to tonight's match, and they talked about tonight's match being between Goth, G-O-T-H, and Spirulina.
Oh, Spirulina, okay, well that's a good way to go.
Which is a good addition to health, or a sort of a herbal boost, if you haven't come across it. So the wonders of not yet really refined transcription by machine technology. Right, we're ready for this second quarterfinal. Playing for a place in the last four against Aryna Sabalenka. It's Goff who serves. Backhand return deep to the forehand of Goff. Goff nets. Rather tame forehand off the third stroke of the rally. Goff is wearing an all orange, sort of highlighter pen orange
awesome outfit
dress. It's a very nice outfit with a matching bandana. White socks, white shoes. He serves to the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand from Svitolina is wide, and it's 15 all.
And I think tonight, I'm going to say Spirulina, I can't get that in my head. Svitolina has to try to take some time away to the Coco Gauff forehand. She's got to just try to rush her a little bit, like on that side. When she goes to her backhand, she's good. The forehand can be a little bit shaky at times.
Goff serves, backhand return. Goff to the forehand of Svitolina. Down the line from Goff. Backhand Svitolina cross court. Backhand from Goff. Great length from Svitolina. She now goes to the forehand wing. Goff is there, but lofts that just wide. And Svitolina really running Goff around the court. Running around well.
Yeah, she has to try to dictate play, and with that comes an element of risk. And the best way for Svitolina to do that is try to stay close as she can to the baseline, not give up territory. Once she's 2 or 3 meters back, she's going to be dictated to, and she's going to be defending.
15-30 on the Goff serve. Serve down the middle, forehand return into the net. That was a good serve by Goff. Not massively powerful, 172 kilometres, but beautifully placed.
Yeah, it's a deceptive part of her game. She's not going to win the serving speed record, but she just puts the ball in awkward positions of the service box, makes the returner stretch.
30 all. First game of the match. Goff serving from the president's box end into the net.
And I like this already. Svitolina starting to get close to the baseline, wanting to take this return early.
Second serve from Goff to the body. Oh, it's long. The serve was long.
13,
and at least that challenges the server, and the server sees the returner creeping in, putting physical pressure, tells the server they've got to hit a better second serve, got to hit it closer to the lines, otherwise you're going to get attacked.
Break point for Svitolina, although my feeling is that break points and game points will be fairly even. Goff, 30-40. Waiting for something. Now she takes the serve into the body, taken on the backhand by Svitolina. Backhand Goff cross court, backhand Svitolina. Down the backhand wing again from Goff. It's backhand to backhand. Now forehand from Svitolina, but she goes back to the Goff backhand. Goff overdoes that one, and Svitolina breaks.
First game.
Great little opening breaker serve there from Svitolina. And a little quick message from Ryan in Colorado. Great job with the play-by-play descriptions. I'm a blind listener and appreciate the great work you guys do. I'm curious if you could describe the differences in the playing styles of Sabalenka versus Iga. I know Sabalenka is a power hitter, but I've wondered how these two differ and how this matchup often plays out.
It's a very good question. Sabalenka is a power hitter.
Yeah.
So is Iga, but Iga hits with more topspin.
Yeah.
Sabalenka hits more flat. And that's why Iga has better results on clay and Sabalenka has better results on hard courts. Iga can be a little bit rushed on her shots because she likes the time to really get underneath the ball. Svitolina serving from the president's box end. One love. She's wearing an orange sleeveless top, white skirt. Not quite the same orange as Goff's. White shorts, white socks, white shoes. Forehand from Goff, cross court to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand from Goff. Svitolina down the middle of the court, backhand Goff. Svitolina will, no, she's not going for an angle yet. Goff goes for the angle, takes Svitolina to the forehand side. Svitolina goes wide. Interesting that Svitolina was very happy to trade punches down the centre of the court.
Yeah. And then unfortunately she got burnt where Goff said, I'm not having any more of this, and made Svitolina move. She's got to try to keep Goff off balance, and she gets that opportunity, get her moving.
Svitolina, there's a slight change to her appearance this year. Serves off the top of the net and drops back. She's not wearing her visor. She's got her sort of mid-brown hair tied up in a bun. No cap, no visor, no bandana. She serves, forehand return to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand from Goff. Backhand Svitolina cross court, but again more down the middle from Svitolina. Now she goes to the forehand of Goff. Goff lofts this forehand, and it's a long way long. And I wonder whether that's more the place for Svitolina to aim, because Goff's forehand can break down.
Yeah, most definitely. And the hard part is you've got to get her out to her backhand side first, which is so strong, to create some space to go back down to the forehand. And you've got to be very effective going to that forehand side as well. You just can't hit there too slowly.
Svitolina serves, forehand return to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand Goff goes back to the forehand. It's forehand to forehand at the moment. Now Goff goes with the backhand win with a lofted backhand. And it's lofted by Svitolina onto the sideline. Goff at full stretch. It's also lofted, flattened out by Svitolina. Up the line by Goff, onto the baseline of Svitolina. The rally goes on, down the line by Goff. Backhand cross court from Svitolina goes long.
Svitolina felt like one of those forehands, or that backhand from Goff, was going to float long. It just landed inside the baseline.
They both had a ball that they thought was going out and ended up having to carry on the rally. 10 years between these two. 9 ranking places. Goff at 3, Svitolina at 12. Svitolina has been ranked as high as 3, and Goff has been number 2. Svitolina, supposedly taller by 1 centimetre, but I'm never quite sure about the total accuracy of these readings. Forehand from Goff to the backhand of Svitolina. No, Goff's gone long.
Same players like to fudge their numbers, do they? Well, make myself a little bit taller.
If you measure your height in the morning, it's going to be about 1 centimetre taller than your height in the evening. So I'd like to know what time of day they were measured. But it doesn't really matter.
No, I'm not sure what the advantage is there.
No. We're just given these. We're given height and weight. I never really go to weight.
Yeah, that's the point.
Because A, that fluctuates. Goff nets a return of serve. Svitolina has a point for 2 love. I mean, it's not just that some people have an issue with people talking about their weight. It's the fact that, what does it tell you?
Yeah, it's no bonus points for being a certain weight or above or below.
And again, if you're measured immediately after a match, you're probably quite low because you've got. You're short of fluids. You top up your fluids and you're perhaps artificially high. Svitolina, she's missed her first serve, second serve. To the forehand of Goff, up the middle of the court. Forehand Svitolina, forehand Goff. Svitolina goes into the net. A bit tame from both of them, to be honest.
It's almost like a little feeling out period here in this opening service game from Svitolina. A lot of balls getting struck straight up the middle of the court. And I think Goff probably feels that the forehand wing from Svitolina is the one that can break down as well.
Serve down the centre. It's a great serve from Svitolina. The return didn't reach the net.
Svitolina.
Goff at full stretch. That was a decent serve. 177.
It's a very good response after that last forehand. Missing quite easily. Has to be able to get out of trouble with a big first serve. Holding serve will be it's almost worth 5 games in a match like this.
Forehand from Svitolina, deep to the backhand of Goff. Backhand Svitolina. Goff with a two-hander to the backhand of Svitolina. Goff will now go up the middle of the court. Forehand Svitolina. Forehand from Goff, cross court. Forehand from Svitolina, flattened out. Goff gets this back with the two-hander. Now another two-hander from Goff up the middle. Forehand from Svitolina. It's great hitting from both women. Backhand from Svitolina. Goff at full stretch, goes cross court. Backhand Svitolina up the middle. Goff can't get the angle she wants. The rally goes on. Forehand Goff, deep to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand Goff, she again goes back to the forehand. Chopped by Svitolina. Where will that land? Just inside the Goff baseline. Goff goes cross court. Forehand Svitolina into the net.
Wow. Sensational tennis and sensational ball striking.
27 shots. And Svitolina has come right in front of our commentary position just to try and get her breath back.
The serve clocks are ticking.
Well, Miriam Bly turned that on very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes. Miriam Bly, the umpire from Germany. So there's only 10 seconds. This is one where you have a ball toss that isn't quite right. 3, 2, 1. She'll just about beat the shot clock. Serves to the forehand. Backhand from Svitolina into the net. I don't think she got her feet into position there.
Yeah.
Don't think she quite got her breath back.
Yeah, and generally what happens, it's so important that next point after a long rally like that, you've got to come to the baseline ready to serve, but you also got to be prepared where heart rate down, fully recovered. Generally what happens, you play a big tough point and then the next one's very, very quick.
She's got more time on this one. She serves into the net. Second serve by Svitolina.
Goff standing a long way back to return this second serve.
The serve is into the body. Forehand return. Forehand Svitolina up the middle. Forehand from Goff up the middle. Forehand Svitolina to the forehand of Goff. Goff cross court misses. A couple of forehands cross court that have been missed by Goff.
Yeah, she just doesn't set her feet as well as she does on the backhand side. And interesting at that point, break point, Svitolina's gone forehand, forehand, forehand to Goff.
Well, it's paying dividends.
Yeah.
And especially if you're confident that you can hit 10 forehands without making a mistake. Not sure what the opponent is. We're at deuce, second game of the match. So about wide, just 2 wide from Svitolina. 10 minutes played. Second serve. From Svitolina to the body of Goff. Backhand return. Forehand from Svitolina is long.
And that's where sometimes the errors come from Svitolina. When she's a little bit rushed for time, she still takes quite a big wind-up, big backswing. Loses control at contact. Whereas her backhand is just so compact when the ball comes quick.
Her best Grand Slam is actually Wimbledon, where you can be more rushed. She serves the forehand of Goff. Advantage Goff here. Forehand from Svitolina to the back. Oh, it's long from Svitolina. And Goff breaks back, and it's 1 game all.
Well, she's not happy with those 2 errors. She's walking back in front of our commentary booth. Feels like it's going to be a tough night to hold serve out here.
Yeah, well, that's why I said break points. They need to be taken a little bit with a pinch of salt. Work out the difference between the orange of Svitolina and the orange of Goff. Svitolina's top is closer to the fruit, the orange, whereas Goff's is more highlighter pen. There's a glow about Goff's dress. He serves into the body, back and return is netted.
15-11.
Still a number of empty seats behind Goff. I'm sure the place will be full when we get the Alcaraz Minaur match, but this is a quality competition. This is a quality contest, this one. Forehand return to the backhand of Goff. Forehand from Svitolina. Forehand Goff up the middle. Forehand Svitolina. Forehand Goff deep. Forehand Svitolina cross court to the forehand of Goff. This is great hitting from both women. Chopped by Goff into the net.
15 on.
Svitolina is able to get inside the court like that and control the points. That's when she's at her best.
2 Frenchmen in the respective player boxes. Gaël Monfils is one. That's Svitolina's husband, Jean-Christophe Forel. It's Coco Goff's coach. Goff goes wide with her serve, 2 wide. It's a real slider serve. You can hear the sound of the ball on the racket strings, feathered, but over feathered. Second serve from Goff. It's too long.
Again, another double fault, another physical pressure from Svitolina. It's okay to have these tactics coming into the match, but then you've got to go ahead and execute it and back yourself that you go, hey, this is the plan I need to do, and I've got to do it as long as I can. I like it so far from Svitolina.
Goff at 15:30. Serves off the top of the net and long.
She go again, yes. She's got the physical pressure. She's well inside the baseline.
Yeah, her heels are inside the baseline. As Goff bounces the ball and serves now. Oh, it's a short one. Thundered back by Svitolina. Now she gets a short ball, but she goes back down the middle of the court. Goff lofts this one. Flattened out by Svitolina for a winner. Goes down the forehand wing of Goff.
15.
And that now creates some pressure on the server. They start to think that every time I'm hitting that second serve, I'm going to be under attack from the first strike. And I've got to think, I've got to come up with a big first serve. And you create some pressure, you create some tension. How does Goff respond?
She serves into the net. One double fault this game. Second serve. The French Open champion. Off the top of the net and wide. So 2 double faults. And that's bad news for Goff.
2 games to 1.
The double faults build up in the course of the match. That's different. But when you've had 2 in a pressured third game, we await our first service hold.
Yeah. And a big moment right there, and that's a great sign from Svitolina that she's getting those faults and those double faults from Goff. Now she's got to be really aware and then just maintain that. And when it becomes a big pressured moment, I continue with that movement. I continue putting physical pressure.
I was just thinking, Ryan's question about the difference in Sabalenka and Swiatek. I think there's one other important difference that has nothing to do with their strokes. Swiatek shows very little emotion on the court.
Yeah.
Whereas Sabalenka wears her heart on her sleeve.
Yeah.
You get a sense of when Sabalenka's happy and when she's not happy. With Swiatek, it's business all the way through.
Yeah.
I feel Swiatek's personality is gradually starting to come out in interviews and press conferences, but when she's on court, it's all business.
Yeah, it's very clinical. A quick message from Randy, who's where's he? Well, he's in Columbus,
Ohio.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm working overnights for the time being here in Columbus, and y'all's coverage, AO coverage, is a perfect soundtrack for these long nights. Thank you, Randy. Keep on listening in. We'll
Thank you, Randy.
try to keep you entertained.
We certainly will. We hope the players will keep you entertained,
Yeah.
but we'll describe what they're doing.
Put your feet up.
Good serve out wide by Svitolina. Good deep return from Goff, who plays a backhand now at the middle. Forehand from Svitolina. Goff with a forehand to the forehand of Svitolina. It's forehand to forehand now. Goff goes up the line, but wide.
15.
If you're watching the movement with Goff on that forehand, sometimes she feels like she's off balance, 1 foot in the air, not really ideal posture on her backhand. So sound.
Is that repairable?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. It's trainable, that's for sure.
Svitolina serves, forehand return. Forehand from Svitolina. Oh, hooked. Oh, it's just inside the doubles line. I get the sense they're both feeling it. I mean, they've both been in Grand Slam quarterfinals, they've both been in semi-finals, Goff's 1-2. But this is, I guess it's a golden opportunity for both of them, isn't it? Sabalenka is playing well. No, she looked very good today. Not just 3 games against Iva Jovic. Serve from Svitolina into the body of Goff. Goff gets good depth on this one. Now she goes cross court. Svitolina's there. Forehand from Goff. Half volley off her baseline. Forehand from Svitolina. Backhand from Goff cross court. Backhand Svitolina up the forehand wing. Goff goes up the middle. Forehand Svitolina wide. You know, it's interesting. They are both looking for the other's forehand.
Yeah.
And both forehands are proving vulnerable.
Yeah. And it's not generally the slower ball coming to the forehand. It's when there's an injection of speed and pace and time is taken away. Great hitting from Goff in that rally.
15:30 on the Svitolina serve. She goes to the forehand of Goff, off the Goff frame, and it's wide of the doubles line.
32.
Smart settling serve, that one there. I feel that's the one Svitolina may go to a lot on that ad side of the court, getting the ball to swing away from Goff.
One thing Andreeva didn't do 2 nights ago was keep it close.
Yes.
I suspect, I mean, at the moment, I would say Svitolina has the better of the opening exchanges. But if Goff can keep it close, the sharp end of the set, all sorts of pressures come in. Backhand Goff is netted, and Svitolina has a point for 3-1. showing a bit of emotion. She's so composed normally. She has this ability to just dismiss the point. It's gone, can't change it. So next one. Svitolina serves, forehand return. Forehand Svitolina up the forehand wing of Goff is a clean winner. And Svitolina holds for 3-1. We have a service hold.
That could be pivotal.
Svitolina leads by 3 games to 2.
Coaching staff, stay calm, stay positive. You got this. Were the words.
Yeah, she hasn't got it at the moment. 1-3. Number 3 seed trails the number 12 seed. Goff. The President's box end. This is where she started the match from. She's going for the sliced serve, but it was absolutely nothing on that. 121 kilometres. Second serve. That's better. Backhand return from Svitolina. Backhand Goff nets. She seems out of sorts in terms of judging where the ball's going. Getting her feet into the right
And she's
position.
talking to her staff about a racket, saying she's feeling nothing off the racket. And they're telling her to change it, change it.
She can't change it for this point.
No.
She hasn't got time.
So that's a great sign from Svitolina, seeing that from Goff to a team. She's annoyed.
Goff serves. Forehand return. Forehand from Goff up the middle of the court. It's long. And again, Goff looks round at Christophe Forel.
Love 13.
From Christophe Forel.
And again, great returning from Svitolina, taking the ball early.
Goff hasn't changed the racket. She might change it at the end of this game.
Might be broken by the end of this game.
Not Goff.
No.
Goff isn't like that.
Hand it over here. I'll do it for you. I'm like that.
You've broken a few, have you?
Oh, just as many as I've had lunch.
Forehand return deep. In front, it's on the baseline. Backhand from Svitolina. Goff goes cross court. Svitolina cuts this off, but Goff will get there. Goes down the line. Svitolina cuts it off. Goff into the net. Oh heavens! How did Goff not win that? And she crashes her racket onto her thigh. More to break the thigh than her racket.
Well, good guessing there from Svitolina at net. She was stranded. Wasn't a bad volley, just a little bit too much air. Goff was there, and she picked the right way.
Yeah, but the underside of the net cord. Love 40. Went for a double break for Svitolina. Goff serves. Wide. Way wide.
Svitolina back inside the court.
Serve from Goff. Svitolina shuffles forward, takes it on the backhand. Forehand Goff into the net. Oh, this is a terrible start for Coco Goff.
Svitolina leads.
Now she's signalling to her coach.
She's getting the racket, so getting one of the ball kids to grab the racket and give to the coaching staff.
Yep. So basically that racket is gone. The strings are for the...
And the coach is wanting 2 more.
Right.
So they're going to change the tension. So we heard Bublik the other night complaining that the court was quite slow. So
the poor ball girl sort of... He sent her back for 2 more. So she goes to Goff. Goff has basically sent her back saying, nope. Now Forel's pointing to Goff saying, give us more rackets. So Goff has now taken 2 out.
So they're changing the tension on those rackets. So they would have gone in with the rackets at probably a similar tension. And Goff has just found the conditions different.
Now Pam Whitecross, the tour supervisor, is out basically saying, come on, you can't use the ball kids as a go-between. They can pick up a racket, but don't get them to do negotiating for you.
And they're sending Tifo out there to get the rackets done, I think.
Well, one ball girl has done an awful lot of running in this.
And we talked at the start of the match about Svitolina being a lot better tactically in this back half of her career, and she's done so right now with that returner serve. The way she's just rushing Goff, and Goff is going serve, error, and that's just the time taken away, the pressure.
Ace from Svitolina. Goff's out of sorts at the moment. 15 love. This is going well for Svitolina. 23 minutes played. 4-1 she leads. Serves into the net. Second serve from Svitolina. It goes to the forehand of Goff. Forehand from Svitolina, cross court. Goff with the forehand down the line. That's a clean winner. It'll make Goff feel better.
Yeah, and that's the first bit of positivity from Goff. Fist pumping to come on.
I wonder what tension she's using now, because I'm assuming most of her rackets will have been strung to the same tension with one or two slightly different.
Well, it looked like she pulled out an older racket. So,
the one she practiced with this morning.
Yeah, it's a little bit looser.
Slice from Svitolina, and Goff's at the net with a cut-off volley, which Svitolina can't get to. And this is a slightly more confident Goff.
15-13.
So, in order to work out which is the older one, will she have put it in a pocket that tells her that's one he practiced with this morning?
Yeah, they may have had it in an order inside the bag. And sometimes the rackets are numbered or even named. I know a lot of players have got special names for their rackets.
Good serve out wide by Svitolina, and she gets back to 30 all. I mean, the obvious way of working out tension is to hit the strings, and if you have a little difference, you know, if one is a semitone higher, it means it's what, about a kilogram tighter.
Yeah. And also the stringing team will have a sticker and the
Yeah.
exact tension and date and generally time that it's done as well.
Goff nets a backhand return of serve. So those 2 points that she had that looked like she'd turned the corner, maybe not.
Not too many people would have thought that Svitolina's got a service point to go 5-1 up in the opening set here. It's a fantastic effort.
Second serve from Svitolina. It's to the forehand of Goff. Forehand from Svitolina up the middle of the court. Forehand Goff lofted to the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand Goff to the forehand of Svitolina. Goff will go cross court to the forehand. Down the line, Svitolina. Goff can't get that one.
Wow, what focus, what hitting from Svitolina.
Svitolina leads.
Just controlling the point, controlling the court. Fantastic stuff. Quick message from Dean here, test you out. He lives in Hobart. What colour do you think the tennis ball is? Some say yellow, I see green.
No, I think of it as yellow.
Okay.
I've never thought of a tennis ball as green. I mean, I know what you mean, but there are some yellows that look a bit green, but I wouldn't say the...
You haven't convinced me yet with that response.
Goff gets a short return and hits the backhand wide.
Love 15.
I mean, they were originally always white.
Yes.
And then they realised that the yellow balls were much better for TV. And so they gradually switched. I think the last tournament to use white balls was Wimbledon in 1985. You know, Wimbledon had the yellow balls in 86. Backhand return from Svitolina, backhand from Goff. Forehand from Svitolina, cross court, but wide. And they brought them in because they were more visible on telly. I'm sure they were more visible in the stadium as well. What's interesting is that in 2012, Ion Tiriac, the former Romanian player, tennis impresario, developed a blue clay court for his tournament in Madrid. And the players hated it. It really didn't play any different by all accounts. Scientifically tested, it was exactly the same as a red clay court. And the blue made the ball so much more visible on television.
Yeah.
But everyone said, oh, no, it doesn't play as well. It's dangerous, it's slippery. So they replaced it. That's basically what it felt like, rather than how it actually performed.
And fast forward X amount of years, we're on a beautiful blue court.
Yes, well, blue is fine for hard courts. And the US Open blue is in the centre of the court, isn't it? And then outside the baseline and doubles line, it's still green. Goff at 30-15. Hasn't won a service game yet. 27 minutes played, 5-1 down. Second serve. The American is into the net. Oh my goodness.
30.
The serving display is pretty grim. No double faults now. Slight bit of silence, isn't it? Almost a bit embarrassed.
That movement from Svitolina is just causing Goff all sorts of trouble with that serve.
Goff serves, 400 return. Down the line's a clean winner from Svitolina. Beautifully struck. Not necessarily a bad serve from Goff in the sense that she's got some errors off the Svitolina forehand.
And with that return, Svitolina gets her first set point of the night.
28 minutes played. Goff facing set point. This has been a dreadful set for her. She serves, just too long. Second serve from Goff. Stands upright, looks at Svitolina, now bends over, bounces the ball, stands up straight and serves into the net.
She's lost control of that ball toss. That ball toss was way to the right.
New balls, please.
New balls, please. New racket, please. Goff is now asking for a bathroom break. And that is not a bathroom break. That is a reset break.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest about this. And she's trudging off course.
Yeah, I don't like this. That's one thing I don't like, is the players just using that. Obviously, the tools at their disposal.
Well, credit to Anisimova, who did not take one after the first set of the Wimbledon final.
Yep.
And the staff at Wimbledon were so convinced she would, they'd opened the doors. And she just stayed sitting. Well, I mean, good for her. But it might have helped her just to go and look at herself in the mirror for 2 minutes.
And some say it's, you know, it's disruptive for the person that's leading. But the other way, if you change your lens and you're the person like Svitolina, it's great. Now I can go to my coaching team, can have a chat, reset, maintain the messaging, and come out and know that my opponent is struggling. They need this break. They need to try to reset. So I'm going to come out even with more energy from the get-go and not let my opponent get back into this match. So if you change your perspective, use it to your advantage. I got a lovely little message here, Chris, from, we're getting emails from all over the world, from Addis, who's in Ethiopia.
Oh.
Thank you for the commentary, listening to you guys as we're driving around town, running work errands. Let's go Coco and Novak. So
that's Agazi from Addis Ababa, capital of Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And he says, from Agazi, I know, he writes in brackets afterwards. Yeah, well, it's wonderful to have you with us, Agazi. I hope I've pronounced that right.
very good to
Yeah.
get messages from all around the world.
Absolutely.
We do have our competition, don't we, Chris,
Oh,
about
yes.
that match. We had some great entries in this afternoon. I'd love to get some more in.
So another $50 voucher available. We're giving you the opportunity to get front row seats to any Australian Open match in history. This is imagination, okay? Any Australian Open match that's been played, which match would you choose to sit in the front row of and why? So pick any match from the history of the Australian Open or the Australian Championships or the Australasian Championships. You want to go back to 1927. So any round of the Australian Open events, you don't have to have seen it before. The match could have sentimental value for you, to be something that sparked your interest in tennis, or just be one you were fascinated in, you want to see again. You also can't change the outcome of the match. So basically you're a time traveller, just able to watch it. And you enter the competition by giving your answer the same way that you get sent as a message. Either click on the Ask the Booth app on the ausopen.com/listen page, or send us an email to aoradio@tennis.com.au. If you win, the voucher can be used online. You can enter from anywhere in the world. And yes, if you think you might win, or if you're just interested, go and have a look at the Australian Open shop. AustralianOpenshop.com. It's got its own internet address, AustralianOpenshop.com. And
You have a match that stands out for you?
yes, I do actually.
You do, straight away.
Yeah, the one I thought Australia, it's one of my top 10 all-time greats, but not many people would include it. It was the quarterfinal here in 1995, Sampras against Courier. Courier took the first two sets on tie breaks and was playing, I mean, the quality of tennis was just superb. And then third set, Sampras won it, so 2-1 for Courier. Sampras was number one, Courier is a former number one. And in the fourth set, Courier is leading by 4-2. Only after this points, forehand from Goff off the return of serve. A good cross-court for Svitolina. Goff with a high defensive ball. Svitolina nets. Interesting shot. Opening point in the second set. And then at 4-2 in the second set to Courier, so close to winning. Someone shouted out, "Do it for your coach, Pete." Now, unbeknown to the rest of us, we all knew that Pete's coach, Tim Gullickson, had a couple of health problems. What we didn't know is that he had an inoperable brain tumour, and Pete did know that. And Pete played the rest of that match in tears. He had tears streaming down his face. He was a very reserved man, and he won it in 5. And it was the most remarkable evening. It started at 9 in the evening, it finished at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most amazing matches I've ever seen. The force of character for Sampras to come through that.
Yeah, and he was serving between like full emotional crying and in between serves.
Crying his out, he's bawling his eyes out at changes of ends.
Did not bottle it up.
It was just amazing. Serve from Svitolina, Goff's defensive return drifts long.
30-15.
So that has to be one I'd like to see again. And I watched it here, I watched it unfold and couldn't believe what I was seeing. But I'd love to see that again. Because what I remember was the quality of tennis was just amazing. Svitolina serves down the centre. Second serve from the Ukrainian. To the forehand of Goff. Goff lifts into the forehand, lofted onto. Oh, it's too long from Svitolina. Do you know,
30.
when Svitolina hits a serve that comes quite nicely into Goff's wheelhouse, she's not doing much with it.
No. Yeah, like that return.
Where's the shot that puts Svitolina under pressure? Goff's rather waiting for Svitolina to make the error. 30 all, opening game of the second set. Svitolina serves, Goff down the backhand wing. Now backhand from Goff, pushing Svitolina back. Forehand from Goff, goes to the backhand of Svitolina. Oh, it's pulled wide. And Goff slaps her thigh as if to say, what is going wrong? Has she got those new rackets back yet?
Not yet, no. That'll take at least 15 minutes by the time they run them back out on court.
Well, the first one will come back after 15 minutes, yeah.
Will they get the same stringer to do it, or they'll get 3 stringers all at once?
Yeah, good question. Depends on demand and the stringers off. It should be fairly slack tonight. Forehand return from Goff, forehand from Svitolina, backhand Goff into the net. And she turns around and again looks at Jean-Christophe Forel, and she's baffled. She's got her hand to her head, as if to say, I don't quite get what's going on. She's walking to her chair. She suddenly stops, turns around, looks back, as if to say, what is it? What's going on?
Yeah, she's really struggling to find an answer. She's got to try to problem solve it now, and this is what she's got to go back into herself and find a way.
The one bit of hope I give her is that she is a good problem solver.
Yeah.
And she's actually, that look on her face, we've just seen a close-up of it on our monitor, and it doesn't look to blame anybody. You know how players, they have that look on their faces if it's all going wrong and it's somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
She takes responsibility for this. She's really good at that. She serves to the forehand of Svitolina, forehand Goff to the backhand of Svitolina. Goff with a two-hander, goes cross court, backhand Svitolina, forehand Goff to the Svitolina backhand. Goff will got the middle of the court now, forehand Svitolina to the forehand of Goff, Goff nets.
It's almost like a scenario I get the feeling with Goff is that so far, 90% of this match, it's been Svitolina who's been really good, but Goff only has to be better for a small period of this match, and then it can quickly swing.
What's interesting about that last forehand is it just seemed, it's like somebody pulled the plug out. Goff serves, backhand return, backhand from Goff at the middle of the court, it's netted again. And players, in their practice, they practice with shape, with margin. They hit the ball a good 50, 60 centimetres above the net with topspin so that they can get that clearance, so that they can get the ball into the last metre or so of the court. Forehand return from Svitolina to the forehand of Goff. Backhand Svitolina. Oh, she's made it. Wow. Wrong footing Goff. And it's love 40.
Svitolina is swinging freely out here. Now it becomes almost a moment here. Svitolina's just got to stay really, really on track here. She doesn't want to start to think too far ahead. 6-1, 2-love, and she's thinking about what am I going to say in the speech at the end of the match.
Backhand return from Svitolina, backhand from Goff to the backhand of Svitolina. Goff goes again back to the backhand. Svitolina on the run. Forehand Goff is netted. That was tremendous depth for Svitolina. And in focusing on Goff, we're perhaps underselling Svitolina.
Finds 2 games to love.
Svitolina is finding an area much, much closer to the lines than Goff is.
Yeah, and she's been relentless in making sure she does not retreat. She stays up on the court, and she's really rushing Goff for time. And so many times Goff hits a serve and he's under pressure on that first shot, and an error is made. Wouldn't mind seeing Goff just take some pace off the ball, go a little bit loopier.
Backhand from Goff up the forehand wing. Forehand from Svitolina. Forehand from Goff with a lot of loop. Flattened out by Svitolina. Is a clean winner.
Not loopier as in go a little bit crazy, but just her ball shape to have a little bit more height and depth. Just gives Svitolina something different to look at. She's been receiving the same kind of shot, the same trajectory all match long.
So a moon ball or a floated slice?
Yep.
I mean, she lofted that last forehand, but it just wasn't deep enough.
Yeah.
So Svitolina had the angle. Svitolina serves, backhand return is a short one. Svitolina plays the slice down the line. Goff has a chopped lob, and it's long by quite a way.
30 love.
This is a procession by Lena Svitolina. 40 minutes played. The way we're going, we might not hit the hour mark here. 6-1, 2 love, 30 love. Backhand from Goff to the forehand of Svitolina. Goff goes cross court, but that's long. And you see, that would have been a moment, because Goff was running to her backhand side, where she could have said, right, I'm not going to hit the two-hander, I'm going to hit a floated defensive slice. And if she gets into the last metre of Svitolina's court, suddenly Svitolina has a different ball to look at.
Yeah, somehow she's just got to try to get some balls in play. Makes Svitolina hit a few more than the 1, 2, 3, and great serving from Svitolina.
An ace.
Wow, she
to
is
hold to love and lead 3 love, second set.
She is coming to the match with a game plan, and she is performing it to perfection. And Goff just looks like she is lost. And just throwing up her hands at the change of ends, like, what can I do?
It was when Sinner said to Darren Cahill the other day, I don't know what to do, that the match turned round. He was helped by the roof being closed at that point. Sinner was struggling in Saturday's heat.
So this is where I'd like to see Goff just run over to the... She is going to the coaching staff now. Use that. If you don't know what to do, go over to them, have a chat, get them to reset.
Yep.
You know you're a champ. Yeah.
Her team are on their feet. She's spreading her arms an awful lot.
Time.
After the battle is just going to be changing the negative mindset into something a little bit more positive.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do. If you look at the scoreboard, sure, that's going to hurt, but right now she's got to just get rid of the baggage, and the crowd are trying to get behind her a little bit here, which is a good sign.
Unless they're getting behind Svitolina because they want Minaur on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Goff, love 3, second set. Serves, forehand return is deep to the forehand of Goff. That's lofted down the line. Backhand from Svitolina. Goff hits a backhand into the net. And again, that sort of frustration.
Hasn't been that many errors from the racket from Svitolina.
Well, she hasn't had that many shots to hit. They've been coming early from Goff in rallies. That was the 5th stroke of the rally, that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Goff. 15, serves out wide, backhand return, backhand from Goff. Backhand Svitolina. Backhand Goff. Oh, that's well wide.
Love.
Maybe Svitolina here is showing the game plan on how to beat Coco Gauff. Stay close to the lines, rush her for time, attack the second serve by trying to take it early.
What do you say to her, though, at this stage? She's standing there looking at them, running down the clock.
Yeah.
Up to 10 seconds now. She's going to have to...
It's all about the mentality now.
5, 4, 3.
Umpire's ready to go.
No, she's really... Oh, she took a lot of ball bounces there. I think that's... Oh, well. Backhand from Goff. The backhand from Svitolina. No, the serve was long.
Svitolina maintaining the rage, staying inside the court on the second serve return. She's focused on her plan.
Second serve from Goff. And backhand from Svitolina's netted. Well, it's the first error for a long time from Svitolina, and it came off a very soft, very short serve. I wonder whether Goff just needs to take a bit of weight off this first serve, get the first serve in.
trying to
just do things differently.
Yeah, trying to power through. Svitolina has not been working. It's 9 games to 1, so it's definitely not going your way.
Goff serves, forehand return, backhand from Goff. To the backhand of Svitolina. Goff with a two-hander. It wasn't off the middle, but it goes in. Forehand Goff to the forehand of Svitolina. Svitolina nets.
And this is where Goff has just got to go into a little bit of a defense mode and just hit a few balls in the court, make Svitolina work a little bit, try to get the ball in play, make Svitolina hit 5 or 6 shots if possible. And this can change very, very quickly.
Love 3, 30 all. Goff serves. Gets the first serve in, a soft one. Backhand Goff, into out. Forehand from Svitolina. Goff with her forehand across court. Forehand Svitolina. It's forehand to forehand at the moment. Forehand Svitolina down the backhand wing. Has made it. Great early. Taken on the rise from Svitolina.
30-14.
She has a point for 4-love.
Oh, that's aggressive play from Svitolina. Oh, she's seeing that ball like a balloon out there tonight.
Goff serves. Backhand return is wide.
Good, and I like that response from Goff.
Yes.
Little fist pump to herself, so that's a good sign for her.
But you know what she's done the last 4 points? She's taken the weight off the first serve.
Yep.
And just got it in with a lot of kick.
Well, that was 124 kilometres per hour.
Yeah, but it kicked to a long way high. Goff serves. Goes out wide to the forehand. Now she has the backhand wing open. Svitolina will get there. Throws up the high lob. Goff has to backpedal. The ball's long. And the shout of come on from Goff.
Well done.
She's fighting.
You don't get to win slams by not trying to go through your problem-solving skills. Find a way. Still potentially a long way to go.
Oh, yes. It'll only be her second game if she can win this point. She serves. Backhand return from Svitolina is long.
Well done. And as you said, Chris, that slower serve has forced, or hasn't forced, but Svitolina went back behind the baseline to return that and missed those.
Well, 3 unforced errors in that game.
Yeah.
Love 3, love 30. And then Goff took the weight off the serve. And 3 of those 4 points came from unforced errors. I think you have to say that the high one from Svitolina was forced.
And Svitolina's got to be aware that if Goff is going to go with that kicking serve, treat it like the second serves that she's been receiving. Attack the ball, take it early, don't go back.
Svitolina at 3-1, serves. Now backhand to the forehand of Goff. Forehand from Svitolina is long.
Match is on, Chris. I can feel it slowly turning. Now this has made Svitolina think a little bit here. Crowd's going to roar if Goff gets the break serve here.
Svitolina, 15. Serving from the Yarra end. She's missed her first serve. Still a much bigger serve than Goff's. It's a flatter serve as well, so it goes through the court more quickly. The second serve now is kicked. Forehand return from Goff. Forehand from Svitolina. Forehand Goff. Both players playing up the middle of the court. Backhand from Goff to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand Goff lofted to the backhand of Svitolina. Goff will go cross court. No, she doesn't. She goes up the middle of the court. Both players up the middle. Neither looking for the angle at this stage. The Goff goes long.
15-all.
This is the challenging moment for Svitolina. She's in this position here where she's very close to the finish line. It's very easy for the mind to start thinking ahead. Start to panic if I start to lose a couple of games. So she's got to stay focused, take away the score line. Got to wait a little bit here, the ball. All girls. Got a couple of balls running wild. 15 apiece.
Svitolina serves out wide, too wide. Red light's gone on the net posts and on the back of the umpire's chair. Second serve from Svitolina. To the body, forehand return. Forehand from Svitolina, up the forehand wing. Goff will go down the line. Backhand from Svitolina, cross court. Good depth, but Goff is there. Backhand Svitolina. It's backhand to backhand at the moment. Svitolina goes up the forehand wing. Goff up the middle. Forehand Svitolina. Backhand Goff, cross court. Svitolina is there. Shorter ball for Goff. She overhits the forehand. I was just thinking, this is well constructed from Goff. She's now got the short ball.
15.
That's the one where you hit it. Short, cross court, good angle. She overdid it.
Yeah, and I was looking at her movement out wide to the forehand. A lot more balance. That last one, she almost just jumped upwards at impact. And that helps the ball sail. She realised she played a good point, though, up until that last shot.
15-30. Forehand from Goff to the forehand of Svitolina. Svitolina nets.
30.
Coaching staff trying to do everything they can to pump up Goff. The mindset right.
30 all. Svitolina leading by a set and 3-1. They've got 40-30. Ace. Perfectly placed. Has she speeded up her serve, or is it just the placement?
Oh, the placement. That was so close to the centre line. She's done a good job on that one up the centre. It's her favoured game point.
Svitolina serves. Forehand return is netted.
Game, Svitolina.
And that is a disappointment for Goff, but credit to Svitolina for really keeping her focus.
Svitolina leads by 4 games to 1.
Smart serving again, went out, important game point, went to the forehand wing, didn't want to risk it. And Svitolina is just either joking to her team.
I don't know, I mean, yes, there's a smile.
Yeah, coaching staff is just acting very cool and calm and not getting so pumped up.
Looks like she is fighting off the nerves at the moment. I think she's trying to stay.
It feels like she's hanging on to a cliff edge and she just doesn't want to let go.
She's played such a good match. Must be the kind of thing you want to bottle and keep for, numerous matches in the future.
When she did this against Andreeva, she played tactically very clever, took the ball early, took time away.
I kept expecting that to turn.
Yeah.
It never did.
Yeah, Andreeva got really rattled, and especially off the return of serve. It was a big moment, and Svitolina started to run around and hit forehands and really magnified the weakness of that Andreeva second serve. So now, big moment for her.
Just seeing a replay of her lying back, pretending to smoke a cigar. Goff serves, forehand return, forehand from Goff, lofted to the forehand of Svitolina. Goff with a forehand just clears the net. Svitolina lofts that one to the backhand of Goff. Backhand from Svitolina. Goff will go back to the backhand. Backhand into the net from Svitolina.
Had chances there, Svitolina, to get close to the baseline, but decided to stay back. Yep, and I think she's telling herself to move forward. Stick to the plan that's worked so well for you so far. Don't change your tactics.
Goff, 15 love. Serves, backhand return. That's
better.
Oh, it's on the baseline.
15 on.
I thought that was going long, the way Goff just sort of swept the ball into the net, but she hadn't recovered from the serve.
Yeah, and Svitolina treated that like a second serve. She took that early. She's got to maintain that sense that if Goff is going to kick that serve, you've got to go forward to it.
Goff serves, forehand return to the forehand of Goff, lofted deep to the backhand of Svitolina. That was right on the baseline of Svitolina. High ball for Svitolina. Goff waits for it and goes to the backhand of Svitolina. Svitolina onto the sideline of Goff. Now down the line from Svitolina, but it's into the net.
30-15.
It's almost like she tried to finish that rally a little bit too soon there, pulling the trigger up the line.
Yeah, if she made it, we'd say what a glorious shot.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit high risk. Goff at 30-15 to stay in this set.
Goff serves, backhand return, deep to the, that's too deep.
Yeah.
Goff moves to
40-15.
40-15.
Don't feel Svitolina is at her best when she goes backwards to hit that kicking serve. It's like all your body weight is going one way, but you want the ball to go the other.
So could she step in and take it?
Yeah, most definitely. She's got to sense that. Go at it.
Goff at 40-15, serves out wide, forehand return is long, and Goff holds.
Game.
That was one of Goff's.
Svitolina leads by 4 games to 2.
It's only her third game of the match, and by far away her most comfortable. Christophe Forel is standing up and has his finger pointing at Goff. Looks like he's admonishing her, but I think he's just saying, you've got the measure of this now. You've worked out what you've got to do to get back in.
Yep, they're giving them the thumbs up.
And Svitolina will be feeling the pressure.
Yep. And her team's got to say, hey, if she's going with that kick up, get in, be aggressive, maintain the aggression. Great serve.
Svitolina,
Wow.
4-2, starts off with an ace.
It must feel nice when you need it. The pressure's building. She's not hoping for that serve to go in. She's making it happen.
Svitolina serves out wide, backhand return is deep to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand Goff goes to the forehand of Svitolina. That's too good from Goff. That's the first time she's hit a really forcing forehand.
Yeah.
15 all.
He's played for position on the forehand, but that was actually forcing, that was going for the winner.
There's a nice deep return just inside the baseline. It's the first time for a long time she was able to step inside the court to hit a forehand. Right now, this is showtime right here. 4-2, 15 all, second serve.
Svitolina from the president's box end. Serves. Forehand return from Goff. Backhand from Svitolina. Goff will go up the backhand wing, but she's overdone it. And in fact, I wasn't sure that was a particularly good return of serve. It was just down the middle. Surely she should either have gone for a better angle across court or over the high part of the net with her topspin. Easy to say from here, but I'm just, when she gets a second serve like that, just hitting it down the middle, fairly short, doesn't help her. Svitolina serves, forehand return, forehand Svitolina. Slice from Goff, a lot of air on that one. Sits up for Svitolina to go down the forehand wing and a clean winner.
Wow, that's a great response. Again, another high quality first serve. Gets a weaker response. 2 big hits and the point's over. Well, she's performing at the highest level when it really, really matters. Svitolina, 2 game points to go, 5-2.
Svitolina serves, forehand return is forehand from Svitolina on the baseline of Goff. Now down the line, Svitolina off the top of the net. Goff will get there. She goes cross court into the net with a left-handed forehand. I knew she'd get there, but she took the right hand off the racket and tried to play a left-handed cross-court forehand. I don't know.
That almost sums up her night right now.
I was going to say, is she...
Confusion.
Yes. Mentally, she's fried here.
Wow, and that forehand from Svitolina would have almost been a stone-cold clean winner up the line. We were sitting right on that single sideline. Gave Goff a look at it. She probably got there faster than she thought.
Why did she take the right hand off? Surely she should have taken the left hand off and played either a drop shot in response or just stayed. Right hand off. I mean, and if she'd got that over the net, Svitolina was right there.
Yeah, and she had that right hand off the racket very early in the piece as she was running forward to the ball. Bit of a weird one.
Time.
Wow, and Coco Gauff now is running to the baseline to serve, to stay in this match and just to keep hanging on.
I do remember when I first saw Gauff at Wimbledon when she was 15, when she beat Venus Williams. I was in a couple of her press conferences. And she was talking about slicing. She said, well, I'm having to learn to slice because I don't slice, basically. And I wonder whether there's just a legacy of that. Somewhere in her subconscious, she doesn't slice. Just return of serve.
15 love.
Wow, there's a burn mark on the court where that forehand bounced. Svitolina just unloaded a big forehand return.
Off at 2-5, serving to stay in the match. Serves to the forehand of Svitolina, backhand Goff, backhand Svitolina. Goff goes up the forehand wing, but she's gone wide. And again, she turns towards her crew. Puts her hands up and down, and now she's even dropped the ball that the ball kid gave her.
This is a big moment for Svitolina. She's just got to maintain her game plan. Keep going forward if Goff is just going to kick those serves in.
Goff at 15 all. Serves to the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand Goff down the line is wild. And she's almost about to break her racket, which is most unlike her. She stops herself.
And that was better movement on the return of serve there from Svitolina.
That baby that cried in the background, that wasn't Coco Gauff, but I'm sure that's how she feels.
That's right. We'll spit the dummy. Have a little tanty. 15-30.
Gauff serves. Backhand return, cross court. Gauff won't get that back. That was beautifully struck by Svitolina. And perhaps in focusing on just the awful day that Goff has had. We've underplayed just how well Svitolina has played.
Tactically sensational the way she's gone about it. She's had a plan and she's done it to a T thus far.
Match point for Elina Svitolina to move into the Australian Open semi-finals. 400 turn of serve, backhand from Goff up the middle, forehand from Svitolina. Goff with a backhand cross court, miss hit, goes wide. It's a small celebration from Svitolina because her tournament has still got at least 2 matches to go. But what a win this is for her. She is playing wonderful tennis. It's a respectful handshake at the net. Goff just wants out of here. But Svitolina, what a performance for her. And she's now acknowledging the crowd. That was brilliant from Svitolina. I wasn't sure if she had it in her, having played so well against Andreeva, to bring the same performance against Goff. Of course she was helped by Goff playing a poor match, but I did say about 40 minutes in, we might not hit the hour mark. We haven't. 59 minutes, Svitolina. That was impressive.
That was very impressive, and one of the things she did so well against Andreeva was have this plan of attack, and she followed it from start to finish. She did exactly that, and she forced Coco Gauff to miss. She forced Coco Gauff to hit some double faults and to shank balls left and right, and unable to control the ball and keep it in play. It was all because of the pressure of Svitolina, and she just smothered her with a lack of time. Very impressed.
Half packed her bags and went out. She threw her wristbands to some people in the crowd, but no autographs, just straight out. She will feel so disappointed, though ultimately I think she can just say it was a terrible day. But can Svitolina do that against Sabalenka?
Well, it's going to be a similar thing as well. I think she's going to love the pace off the serve. She'll have the opportunity to, I think Sabalenka's forehand is the one side that when she lacks time, that's the side that's going to create errors. So she could almost replicate the game plan as she did here tonight.
And here is Elina Svitolina talking with Jelena Dokic.
Jelena's going to talk to her.
Second top 10 win. Second top 10 win in 48 hours. And I don't know if you know this, but you are back in the top 10 with this win. So would you say that's a pretty good day in the office?
Yeah, not bad, I would say. Yeah, very, very pleased with the tournament so far, and of course, always been my dream to come back after maternity leave. It was my dream to come back in top 10, always been my goal. Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't happen last year. You know, I stopped after September, and then, you know, when we were training and the off season, I told my coach I want to come back in top 10 still. So this was my goal for this year.
I'll let you go and enjoy this moment. So one last question. How much does this mean to you as a player, now as a family with your husband Gail and your daughter as well, and just in the context of your career, 2 years after giving birth to be in the top 10 and in a Grand Slam semi-final?
Yeah, it means the world to me, and of course, I try to push myself. I try to give myself, you know, this motivation to continue. And very pleased with the performance at this tournament in Australia. Overall, it's been a good trip for me, and really happy to go through for my semi-final.
Can't wait to see you in the semi-final. Go and enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Elina Svitolina.
That was a very quick interview. No question about the semi-final. Maybe that was deliberate, but excellent performance. And yes, it's a terrific milestone, not just for her, but for all mothers in sport.
Well, fantastic effort. You can't underestimate how taxing it is just to be able to plan your day and your training day and then your tournament schedule and traveling with your family as well. So, in the physicality side of it, like, she's in really good physical shape as well out on court, and that just doesn't happen overnight. That's a long-term thing to get to the physicality that she's showing out on court. She's moving unbelievably well. And when she's fit like that, you think better, you think clearer.
Well, we
great effort.
have one semi-final. Elena Svitolina against Arina Sabalenka. That will be on Thursday evening. All the players as they come off, or the winners, are asked to write something on the camera lens. I think she wrote hers in Ukrainian, so I don't know what it says, but we will leave that. And we have now the lull before the storm. Look at the statistics.
Yeah. Second serve points won from Coco Gauff on a second serve, 18%.
Oh gosh.
So that was
low.
So that says a lot about what happened with the intensity and the intent from Svitolina.
I think
fantastic work.
The 59 minutes is something that speaks volumes as well. Just 3 games conceded. Great performance from Svitolina. She's walking down the corridor behind our commentary positions now, and we build up to the main match of the evening. I say that with no disrespect to the match we've just seen, but all of Australia is interested in Australia's #1 player, Alex de Minaur, in the quarterfinals for the second time against the world #1, Carlos Alcaraz. That will be coming up in about 8 to 10 minutes time, but to help get us there, we're going to look back on the afternoon. A very, very hot, a record-breaking afternoon here in Melbourne. At 5 o'clock, the temperature touched 45 degrees, but we did have the first of the first two quarterfinals this afternoon. Nat Edwards looks back on the day's play.
World #1, Arina Sabalenka, her place back in an hour and a half.
Slight technical problem there. That's not what Nat Edwards normally sounds like. I was
She's possessed.
Her diction is normally better than that. Yes.
She sounded very differently when I was talking to her in the green room before. Maybe she's, it's like Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, it's the heat,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been amazing, I was watching the local news at 6 o'clock while I was just getting ready for the commentary shift. And, we are just seeing on our screen, Coco Gauff has one fewer rackets in her bag.
Oof.
After,
That was tough to watch.
Some anger had to come out there.
Yeah.
And there are very few parts of Melbourne Park that don't have a camera somewhere. That's almost a bit unfortunate, I think. But I don't think many people will hold that against her.
No.
She had an awful match in the Goldfish Bowl of global publicity.
That humanises the day. We've all had days in the office where you want to throw something and break something.
And you can't get to this stage of the world. She can't be #3 in the world without a burning desire to win. And then she comes out and not only doesn't win, but loses heavily, having not done herself justice. I mean, there's going to have to be some frustration that comes out in some shape or form.
She'll have the highest standards possible. So
and good for her that she did it behind the scenes. The fact that the camera caught it is just one of those things.
Yeah.
Let's just check with our technical staff whether we now have Nat's look back at the day's play. If we don't, that's also okay. So, maybe the heat has got to the tape as well as...
everything's cooked.
As well, exactly. No, it's been a record-breaking hot day. Up in upstate Victoria, they had 48.9 Celsius near Mildura, and that is a record temperature for the state of Victoria. And I think the 45 is a record for parts of Melbourne as well. So, very hot day. Anyway, time for us to take a swig of water as we build up to de Minaur against Alcaraz. You're listening to AO Radio.
If you're looking to reclaim your game, try cardio tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. This high-energy group class is where fitness meets fun. No competition, just genuine connection. Set to great music, you'll mix tennis drills with constant movement for a workout that never feels like work. And no need to be a pro, qualified coaches tailor the session for everybody at every level, whether you're new to tennis or coming back to the court. An hour of cardio tennis is guaranteed to smash stress, lift your mood and leave you feeling motivated and confident. Reclaim your game with cardio tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. Book now at tennis.com.au.
Kids making a racket at home? Nothing hits like getting outside and on court. With Hot Shots Tennis, kids gain confidence, learn sport skills, and make friends. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
Have you got your copy of the AO 2026 official program? Packed with player profiles, feature stories, stats and souvenir pictures. It's the essential guide to the Australian Open and all things tennis. Pick up your copy at the AO shop, in newsagents or at ausopen.com.
Message our commentators. Go to ausopen.com/AO Radio and click on Ask the Booth.
Live around the world, this is AO Radio.
With Mark Holowati and me, Chris Powers, and we're just seeing pictures on our screen of Carlos Alcaraz in the, well, it's the fitness room, isn't it?
Yeah,
they have
a small gym there.
The small gym, which is right next to the men's locker room. But the gym is, I think, for men and women, isn't it? The women don't have their own separate gym.
No, it's kind of like a smallish gym where a lot of players go to start their warm-up before practice and even their cool-down. So once they finish a match, they can quickly come off court, dump their bags in the locker room and then jump on the bikes.
We saw the lactic acid, doesn't it?
And we just saw Alcaraz getting a little bit of extra treatment on his left ankle. Don't know if there's anything there, but it's a good sign. And Alcaraz just giving Svitolina a thumbs up there as she's cooling down on the bike.
He must have been called because he's absolutely racing out of the gym and into the men's locker room where he goes to pick up his rackets. We're not allowed in there. But Craig Tidy, the tournament director, has gone in.
De Minaur's coming out
Yeah.
as Alcaraz goes in.
De Minaur is ready. All players seem to have 2 bags minimum these days. De Minaur is at the start of the corridor. Now, will they let him walk on first because he's the lower rank? Will they get him to walk on first because he's the lower ranked player, or will they have him walking on first because he is Australian? The convention is that the lower ranked player goes on first, but it is every now and again broken if they've got a really big, home player or a special. Stan Wawrinka was the lower ranked player when he went out against Taylor Fritz, but they had him on first. I think because they knew it was going to be his last match, although
there's a sign of respect
highly
there.
likely to be his last match at the Australian Open. He's playing a full year.
Yeah, with those 2 bags, usually there's a bag full of rackets and all the racket equipment, and the second bag has got clothing and a whole bunch of drink bottles. So they'll make their own special recovery drink and have several bottles that then get put into the fridge, which is courtside.
When I go to tournaments, I have 1 bag for everything. And,
That's right.
If it's the idea of carrying 2, I mean, it feels far too big anyway. People think that I actually pack myself in it.
That's right. I'll get a hernia if I have to carry any more gear.
Remember to keep your messages coming to us. aoradio@tennis.com.au. That's our email address. Or you can go to ausopen.com/listen. And you can either send us a question or comment, or you can enter our competition. Which match in Australian Open history? Going back to 1905. So you can go back all the way to the first Australasian Open Championships, which took place here in Melbourne at what's now the Albert Ground. They play cricket there rather than tennis these days. You can go all the way back. So the Australasian Championships, the Australian Championships and the Australian Open. And pick a match that you'd like to see again. The one thing you can't do is change the outcome. So you're basically wanting to watch the whole match again from the front row of the arena.
And Alcaraz is coming out of the locker room now, as we see on our screens. A little bit late, just giving his team a big handshake cuddle. Everyone wishing him all the best. And it was actually good to see that when Alcaraz was practicing on Rod Laver late this afternoon, De Minaur came out and the whole team of Alcaraz shook hands with all the team of De Minaur as they went through. So very respectful.
Yes, I mean, they are all very respectful. But now it's business.
Yeah.
And the corridor opens for Alex de Minaur to wander up first. Alcaraz behind him. That means that de Minaur will go to the I think which direction, the southern entrance, and Alcaraz will enter the traditional northern entrance, Rod Laver Arena.
It's got all the hallmarks of a great match, this.
It's got all the hallmarks of a long match, because I can see Minaur keeping Alcaraz out there for longer than Alcaraz is used to.
Very much so.
The names are John Newcomb and Jimmy Connors.
And I can tell you,
Agassi is the champion.
A sensational 6 for Federer down under.
Novak Djokovic, champion of Australia for a 10th time. It's a second for Sinner down under.
just listen to whether the voices of the commentary as the players pass them. You have the commentary of the names in the Tournament of Champions. From when they won. And some of them are upstairs, aren't they, in the president's box?
And also the roof
is open.
The roof. So that changes the conditions.
Yes.
Please welcome to Rod Laver Arena from Spain, Carlos Alcaraz.
Alcaraz from the far end.
They are allowing, yes.
Big cheer from both players. So the roof opening up for the first time today. All the hot air evaporating through the sunroof.
Will that help one or the other?
It changes the conditions, probably make it a little bit quicker.
Current temperature 40 Celsius.
Oh.
Humidity 19 degrees. 19%, sorry. Wind, well, the wind's picked up.
It has been breezy out there all afternoon.
It has been. It's made it bearable, actually.
It's great for my laundry getting dried this morning, I'll tell you that much.
What, it took a full half hour?
Yeah, that's right. I put it out, turned around, had to bring it back in.
Yeah, no, it is. Remarkable.
And Demon loves these kind of nights. He is put me on a big stage. He's had that from junior days. The bigger the stage, the tougher the opponent, the better he was. He just thrives in these environments. He won't be scared. He won't be shy or intimidated.
Right, here's the coin toss. The umpire is Ava Azdaraki-Moore.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Good. All right, guys, so for the match, 5 tiebreak sets, 6 balls, 7-9 ball chains. I call the leads, 25 seconds between points. And for your towels, please use the white and please use the blue, okay, for the bottom. After the toss, some photos with Isaac over to the other side. Any questions? Before we start, any questions? Okay, who is going to choose? Carlos. We have
Ayo.
Ayo, it's called. It's Mark Edmondson. Receive. Okay. Some photos over to that side, please.
It was a bit unusual for Carlos taking the far chair, the Yarra River end chair, but all of his coaching staff and all of his team is down there, which makes sense, so they can have good eye contact at the change of ends and can communicate, compared to communicating across the court with the umpire's chair in the way.
I wonder if he feels sort of slightly slighted about that. I suspect, knowing Carlos, not a big deal.
Not a big deal at all.
Right. Well, we have Alex de Minaur, the top Australian. He's number 6 in the world. From Sydney. He has a Spanish mother. His father was originally from... Was he from Sydney? Or?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Spent a lot of time in Spain.
He was brought up bilingually. He's very reluctant to speak Spanish in public, though he has this strange relationship with his coach Adolfo Gutierrez, where they seem to speak a mixture of languages, and it's how to make English and Spanish into one language. Not even sure if they're aware which one they're speaking at any one time. Alcaraz, if he wins this tournament, will be the youngest player ever to do the career Grand Slam, which is remarkable.
Yeah.
He's beaten Nadal to it by 2 years.
Wow. Did Nadal have a few years where he had the 3, or was it mainly just the 2?
Nadal had his first one was the French back in 2005 when he was, his birthday always fell during the French, so by the time he won it that year he was 19. And then he won he won Wimbledon in 2008. He won this one in 2009. I think the US Open was his last one. So yes, he amassed them gradually, but I mean, by the time he won the US Open, he'd won like 4 Roland Garros titles.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
To end up with 14 at 1 slam. He's won.
It's a home court advantage.
Yeah, he's won at least 2 at all 4. Djokovic has won at least 3 at all 4. Federer only won 1 French.
It's so hard to get your head around the dominance of those guys. Like, it really is to shut out everybody else and just to maintain that level for so long, and one player just pushing the other, and just can't imagine the precision of everything that they've had to do to try to get better than the other player.
Tell you who it creates a slight sort of, not a headache, but an interesting situation for. It's the International Tennis Hall of Fame, because they tend to induct somebody most years. Occasionally there's a year when they don't, occasionally there's 2 or 3 people. And they've now got this run of players. They're going to have Federer this year, one assumes Serena Williams next year, one assumes Nadal the year after, Djokovic at some stage, Wawrinka and Murray will come at some stage. You've got Venus Williams going to be there at some stage, I'm pretty sure. Plus other players like Kerber. I mean, she won 3, so she's got to get in there at some stage, I'd have thought. And then they will have a period when they've got no Grand Slam champions, because that generation just hoovered them all up.
Hoovered them, they did. Like greedy. Will they keep inviting them back?
That's right. Inducted for the second time.
That's right, because you've won so many. Yes. You've won 14 Roland Garroses.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just extraordinary that for such a difficult sport, and with so many players out there competing at amazing level, and those 3.
Yeah, but it's now being replaced by these 2.
Yeah.
Sinner and Alcaraz.
Yeah.
And in many ways, we're looking for the next interloper. We want to do the job that Djokovic did with Federer and Nadal.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who. I mean, I've always felt it's most likely to be Shelton, unless Zverev is playing so well here. I mean, he looked good against Leonard Tien, but a little bit of lack of experience from Tien. Well, the sun is just setting over the Western, the Docklands area of Melbourne.
A beautiful evening to be out here.
It is a gorgeous evening.
To be on this court.
Very warm. The heat stress index is below 5. I'm not quite sure what the current reading is. But,
this is the moment right here where Demon absolutely thrives. He'll love this environment, the crowd behind him. They're all ready. They're ready for a match of the highest quality. Both very, very popular players.
So it's Alcaraz that will get this quarterfinal underway, playing for a place against Sasha Zverev. Alcaraz serves and then plays a forehand to the forehand of de Minaur. Backhand Alcaraz, backhand de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz at the forehand wing. De Minaur is there off the top of the net. Lands in, down the line from Alcaraz is a clean winner. Oh, he flattened that beautifully.
So Alcaraz will know that Demon is going to try to stay very close to the baseline. So kind of looking forward to seeing him play with a little bit more trajectory to give Alex a lot of half volleys and to force him back. And then hopefully that'll allow Alcaraz to come forward and take ascendancy inside the baseline.
Alcaraz serves down the centre, 400 turn is long.
30 love. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not use flash during the point. Thank you.
Most cameras don't need flash anyway these days, do they? Alcaraz at 30 love. Second serve, sorry, first serve is out wide and an ace.
40 love.
Just wonder whether he wants to make a statement here.
Yeah.
I wonder whether he's aware of the fact that I'm up against Australia's hero in the quarterfinals. He deserves his place. I need to let him know right from the start who's boss.
He'll have to be close to his best to beat Alex tonight.
Alcaraz serves. He's in the same outfit he's been wearing all the way through. It's a sleeveless shirt. It's the Australians call the muscle shirt. Green, white and black. Backhand from Alcaraz. It's too long.
40-15.
Just keeping an eye on that left ankle. I haven't seen on the screen that the physio was just doing a bit of work on it.
Yeah, they didn't tape it or anything like that, so maybe just a little extra loosening up. We're covering some miles tonight if de Minaur has anything to do with it.
40-15. Alcaraz serves into the body, forehand return, backhand Alcaraz cross course. De Minaur at full stretch to the backhand. Alcaraz forehand into the open wing. Very, very comfortable hold from Carlos Alcaraz.
And just watching closely with de Minaur on the return of serve, he does something a little bit unusual for a double-hander. Normally the double-handers will have both hands on the grip ready to go, so if it does come to a backhand, but his left hand is up around the throat when the serve is about to be hit, and then once it lands, he brings the left hand down to the grip, which is a little bit unusual. Normally two-handers will have both hands on the grip ready to go, so it's either...
Because it's easy to take the left hand off.
Yeah, it's just something...
I mean, that's odd. It almost suggests that he's prepared to hit a chipped return.
Yeah. Should back his double-handed backhand return all day, every day over his chip.
Alex de Minaur to serve.
I just feel like the pace of shots, there's going to be no breathing space between hits for both these guys. Alcaraz just took a couple of those forehands very early and very aggressively.
De Minaur serves. Going down the tee, just too long. Second serve. In the Australian. He's going to go to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from de Minaur to the backhand of Alcaraz. Down the line, de Minaur is a winner. And de Minaur, if he's going to hit the ball that short, he's going to have a better angle or better depth.
Yeah. This is the danger that Alcaraz generated a lot of speed from the court. He's got probably more firepower than de Minaur. De Minaur's going to have to use his pace, going to have to keep the length, and he's going to have to serve well tonight. He's got to have some good percentages.
De Minaur serves. Too long.
Good reward.
Second serve. And this cream-coloured shirt and maroon-coloured shorts, maroon cap. Backhand from de Minaur to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand de Minaur. Backhand Alcaraz. De Minaur with two-hander at full stretch, goes long.
Love 13.
This could kill the atmosphere.
Hey, Carlos, you're not coming to the party.
Oh, so you haven't read the script. Alcaraz in black socks and very pale yellow, or the lime green.
Okay. Lemon gelato.
Lemon gelato, okay. Promised us an ice cream today. The return from Alcaraz goes long. Unfortunately, it's still warm enough to justify at the end of our commentary shift.
Have two.
Have two, yes.
Grab the 2-litre tub. Don't worry about just having one in a cone.
Oh, they have this amazing flavour of salted caramel and macadamia nut in a chocolate, dark chocolate surround. Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
That's right.
Yes.
My drool and dribble on the keyboard is not doing anything good for the laptop.
No more messages, please.
That's right.
Mark's broken the laptop. Backhand return from Alcaraz goes long, and de Minaur is at 30 all.
And Alcaraz was thinking that may have been a let. Plenty of clearance. Good serving to get out of trouble here from de Minaur. I like the body jam serve on the juice court. He's got to be careful that he doesn't hit too many serves in the hitting zone for Alcaraz.
30 all. De Minaur serves going out wide into the sidelines.
I feel like that's going to be an effective serve for him tonight, that sliding serve out wide.
Well, if he gets it in.
Yeah.
Second serve. is to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand into out from de Minaur off the top of the net. Sits up from Alcaraz, goes to the forehand wing. De Minaur is there. Forehand Alcaraz to the backhand of de Minaur. De Minaur cross court. Alcaraz with a stretch backhand down the line from de Minaur. A high lob from Alcaraz. It's going to land in. It'll be smashed off the bounce. No, de Minaur takes it on the forehand. Backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand de Minaur. A slice from Alcaraz to the backhand of de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz into the net. Great point.
Just interesting to see the difference of ball speed between both players. It just feels like Alcaraz is about 20 kilometres faster on the ground strokes than de Minaur. De Minaur's foot speed around the court. He's just got to keep trying to manoeuvre the ball around. It's going to be hard to hit a stone-cold clean winner for de Minaur tonight. He's got to force errors, just like that last one from Alcaraz.
De Minaur serving 40-30. This would be a very good service hold, having been love 30 down. Second serve. It's to the forehand of Alcaraz. Clean winner from the Spaniard. Serve into the body. Alcaraz just danced out of the way and in one movement swatted the ball down the line.
Oh, that was great explosive movement from Alcaraz. Turn that into a forehand.
de Minaur at deuce. Serves into, no, too long. I was going to serve into the body. That part was correct, but he was just a bit long. Second serve is to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand de Minaur up the middle. Backhand from Alcaraz. De Minaur across court. Low volley from Alcaraz. De Minaur will throw up a high lob. And I think it's going to drift wide. No, it's not. It's just in. Alcaraz smashes off the bounce. De Minaur's there. Backhand volley. Alcaraz puts it away nicely. And he punches the air as if he's just scored a goal.
Oh, I feel like Alex is so quick around the court, but then you see Alcaraz covering and recovering from that smash. Lightning speed from both players. That volley, backhand volley up the line from Alcaraz was sensational. That created the overhead smash.
Break point for Alcaraz. Only the second game of the match. De Minaur serves. Forehand return. Forehand from de Minaur. Slice by Alcaraz down the backhand wing from Alcaraz. Forehand de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz. De Minaur goes into out. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand de Minaur. They're using every square centimetre of the court. Forehand de Minaur. Alcaraz should put that away. De Minaur's read it, but this should be put away for Alcaraz. He waits to see which way de Minaur goes and puts it in the other direction. And Alcaraz breaks.
Is the firepower from the racket of Alcaraz early on in this match is telling. De Minaur is just in counter-attack mode from every single shot. The angle of that cross-court backhand just creating a lot of space for Alcaraz.
Yes, and we see players in the top 10 challenge one of the top two. They so often end up looking outclassed. De Minaur has not played badly. Alcaraz, 2 games to love. Serving from the president's box. Out wide to the forehand. That's netted from de Minaur.
This is why he's the #1 player in the world right now, Alcaraz. He knows the importance of this match and his desire to win this slam.
Spaniards pronounce his name Alcaraz. In fact, the BBC quite like him to be called Alcaraz. But for me, that's sort of halfway house. You either flip the R to make it a full Alcaraz, or you call him Alcaraz, which is the name that most people tend to give him on the tour. Back in return from de Minaur is long and wide.
That was a quick second serve. It was 185 kilometers per hour on a second serve. And that's almost there, just to let de Minaur know that you've got to be on your return game. I know you're going to try to take the ball early and return early. 2 love, 30 love.
Alcaraz serves into the net. Second serve. the Spaniard. Just looks up to de Minaur. Off the top of the net and long.
30-15.
Doesn't look unduly worried, but Alas very seldom does. They still call him Carlitos. That's a nickname he was known by. I suspect that at 22 and with 6 Grand Slam titles to his name, such diminutives. Mind you, Steffi Graf was Steffi. She wants to be called Stephanie these days, but that's fine. But in her playing days, she was definitely Steffi, which is the diminutive of Stephanie
15.
in German. Serve out wide that de Minaur cannot get back. Big, powerful serve. 206 kilometres an hour.
He's not the baby of the family anymore, is he, Carl?
He's not. No. No. One of 4 brothers. He serves. Backhand return deep to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from de Minaur. It's forehand to forehand at the moment. De Minaur goes on the backhand wing. Alcaraz is there. Backhand from de Minaur is long.
Game, Alcaraz.
And Alcaraz holds and leads by 3 games to love. And this is not quite the evening fare that we were hoping for.
Yeah. Okay, de Minaur will get better, but this is it's what he's forced into doing. He's forced to try to maybe do a little bit more. He's just got to be careful that he doesn't overplay things and creates too many mistakes. But you're playing the #1 player in the world. If you just try to play safe, that's going to get you nowhere.
Tell us what you think, or anything that we said that you don't understand, ask us about. You can contact us at aoradio@tennis.com.au. Have you got something for us?
Yeah, I got Sarah Louisa, who lives on the island of Kos in Greece.
Right.
Oh no, my computer's just fluffed out. She was saying that there was a whole bunch of thunderstorms on the island, so it's perfect time to just listen to AO Radio, and he's loving the commentary.
Oh, thank you, Sarah Louisa. That's great. Mark Screen did.
Yeah.
That very moment. Now he's got to
sleep mode. I'm back.
He's got to remember his password now.
Yeah.
Now he's in. Yes, so our email address is aoradio@tennis.com.au. You can also go to ozopen.com/listen. And then near the top of the page on the right, you'll see an Ask the Booth icon.
And Sarah would love to see the match from Nadal battling through to overcome Medvedev in the 22 match.
Oh, the 22 final.
Yeah, I saw the whole match on TV, but to have seen the effort required up close would have been something else.
Yeah, because didn't Medvedev had break points? Was it love 40 on the Nadal serve early in the 3rd set? de Minaur serves and the return is long. Return came right our way. Mark Pilawati next to me, shaped up to catch the ball. Never had the glass break yet, have we?
No, it's just a camera right in front of us. It feels like it's worth $200,000 just trying to protect that.
Yes.
Amazing technology around these courts.
It is, but it's not cheap. Backhand from de Minaur, sliced by Alcaraz. Forehand from de Minaur is wide. Alcaraz will have clocked that one.
15-all.
Slice. Down the middle, not a great deal of power. De Minaur went for too much. What are you looking at, Mark?
Oh, just seeing that de Minaur walking to his towel with his coaching team to see if there's any words exchanged, but nothing given. It's words of encouragement.
15-all. De Minaur serves. Forehand return is netted. Alcaraz loses his balance on that one. Sporting event, not a musical event, so it's okay. De Minaur serves down the middle, forehand returns onto the sideline. De Minaur can't get that back. Brilliant return by Alcaraz.
30-all.
And in front of us is the Rod Laver Arena with hardly any empty seats.
Yeah.
It is wonderful to see it full.
Great stage.
And it would be tragic for any unclaimed seats. How many people would love to watch this match? The most popular tickets in Australia. Moment is not going the Australians' way. Love 3, 30-all. He serves out wide, forehand return. Deep to the forehand of de Minaur. Lofted by Alcaraz. De Minaur has to go this down the backhand wing. Alcaraz goes long on his backhand.
It's so hard for de Minaur to win a point out here.
40-30.
Just having to defend and counter-attack.
Good news for him, and he does know this, is that Alcaraz very seldom sustains his focus through a whole match.
Yeah.
He has periods where I think sometimes he just wants to try a few things. de Minaur serves, backhand return, forehand de Minaur to the backhand of Alcaraz, forehand de Minaur cross court, forehand Alcaraz, de Minaur goes back across court, forehand Alcaraz is long, and that roar signifies that de Minaur has opened his account.
He's got to work hard to hold serve tonight, de Minaur. Good ball striking from both players. And Sam, who's in Norwich, if I could travel back in time to watch a match, I'd love to watch a Safin-Federer quarterfinal. I think it was in 2005.
It was a semi-final.
Oh, semi-final. It was the first time I listened to the Australian Open live on AO Radio. The commentary was excellent. I was there for every second, cheering on Safin, going absolutely mad. At the time, I lived in Paris, and it was an early wake-up for a lazy young me.
It was a brilliant match, that. Federer had a match point and played a tweener. Can you believe? Forehand from Alcaraz down the forehand wing, up the line by de Minaur, backhand from Alcaraz is long. That was the first ever year of AO Radio.
Oh, right. 205.
2005, yeah. It was the centenary Australian Open. And yes, I remember that one. The Safin won the final set, I think 9-7. So he was serving first. Always the pressure on Federer.
That was the year Safin won?
And Safin won the next, 2 days later.
I've got a funny story about Safin on that final. More interesting.
Go on.
Just wait till the end of this point.
Okay. 15 on the Alcaraz serve. Second serve. To the backhand of de Minaur. Up the middle of the court by Alcaraz. Into out from de Minaur. A slice from Alcaraz. A slice from de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz cross court. Forehand down the line now. Backhand from Alcaraz netted.
Well done, Alex, and a fist pump. Great work from both players. Yes, I walked into the locker room of the final that Safin was playing because I had to pick up my gear that was there, and we've just been out celebrating with Serena all night pretty much, and I walked in a little probably under the weather, maybe something I'd eaten that made me feel a little bit weird.
Of course.
And Safin asked me if I could go and hit with him, and I just told him, hey, I've just walked in the door, I'm feeling a bit rusty. Don't worry, come on out.
So you hit with Safin.
And as we walked out, and I said, listen, this could be ugly, and I'll just wait till this point's over.
Yes. Next episode of our story coming up. Alcaraz serves. Missed his first serve. That was a big one. The light seemed to light up extra bright on that one. Second serve. At love 30. Forehand from de Minaur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Into out. Backhand de Minaur. Alcaraz up the line. Missed it. And de Minaur has 3 break-back points.
And then I said to Safin, this is going to be ugly. Are you okay? And he goes, yeah, come on. So he walked out on court and he just stood there and just, without even moving, with zero intensity, just hit a couple of balls. And I said, do you want me to hit it anywhere? And he goes, do you want to? And I said, no. And he goes, fine, just play slow. And then I said, do you want me to volley? And he goes, do you feel like it? And I said, not really. And he goes, stay. And he came to the net, he hit a backhand volley and a forehand volley. And then he goes, give me one smash. So I gave him one horrible smash, and then he just walked back, and I said, do you want me to serve? And he goes, maybe 3. So he went 3 serves, and then he went and hit probably about 8 serves with zero intensity, barely moved, and he goes, I'm good, thank you.
That was the 2005 when he played Hewitt.
And then went out
there.
there.
Won it in 4 sets.
And that was the perfect warm-up. Just
get
out there, get the feel.
There you go, Mark Holowossi for the perfect warm-up. Good serve, jamming de Minaur. De Minaur's returns off the racket and just wide.
I could only imagine how different Hewitt's warm-up would have been. It would have been just full of intensity and focus, and Safin was the most casual. It would have been, if the hit lasted 8 minutes, that would have been right on 8 minutes.
Have you seen him here?
Yes.
But it's his birthday today, isn't it?
Is it really?
Well, it always was in the second week of the Australian Open, and I think it's the day after Australia Day, which would make it today. Yes. Can't remember how old he is now, but no, he's here. He looks very different than he did then. Serve from Alcaraz, forehand return is netted from de Minaur.
Ooh, that was a little window there. De Minaur got a second serve on the forehand. Failed to get the ball over the net. Good serve from Alcaraz, kind of jamming up de Minaur, so de Minaur still has 1 break point.
Safin has let his hair was always curly, but you never noticed because it was so short. He's let it grow out a bit, and you really see how curly it is.
Looking very Parisian with that.
He's looking very Parisian.
A little artistic.
And a sort of 7-day beard. Alcaraz serves, still break point. Returns off, not off the middle. Alcaraz pushes de Minaur back. Down in the net from Alcaraz, and de Minaur has got the break back.
Wow, that was a fantastic backhand cross-court from de Minaur. And then rifled back from Alcaraz. And the crowd are in this match now. We're back on serve.
Very interesting.
How quickly things can change.
But yes, thank you to, what was the name of the person for that entry?
That was Sam in Norwich.
Sam in Norwich. So that's an entry, the semi-final from 2005, Federer-Safin, when Federer had the match point in the 4th set tiebreak. Yep.
And Sarah holds you responsible, Chris. She lives in Brisbane. Hi, Chris and Mark. Thanks for all the talk about ice cream. I am now eating a salted caramel ice cream I forgot I had in the freezer. So good and so rich. Thanks for the great call.
Well, I hope the ice cream's going to be equally great afterwards. Yes.
Once that thought's in your head, it's there forever.
Exactly.
I've been so good this whole tournament. Normally, Craig Tiley's office, there's a monster jar of lollies.
Yeah.
And every year, my first day walking in, I go, come on, Mark, just stay away. Don't do it. And I just test myself how long I can go. I haven't even got close to it this time, which is
very good.
Yeah, I think because potentially our green room is nowhere near his office. It was always close by. And it's just this kryptonite, this lure of this big bowl of lollies.
I haven't touched a drop of alcohol since I've been here, but as much as anything, because I haven't had a chance to. All these evenings. And
don't let the tennis stop you, Chris.
Well, it's, I tend to save it for when work's over. And when work's over, I just need to go to bed. de Minaur, 2-3, first set. I can return it into the net from Alcaraz. I tell you what they've been doing in the media centre here. They've been having bowls of free fruit, which is great, because if you're tempted, you have something healthy.
Yes.
They still have the odd bar of chocolate flying around, but I've resisted all but 2 of those. de Minaur serves, backhand return, deep to the forehand of de Minaur. That's a good angle. Alcaraz is there with a chopped forehand. Sets up for de Minaur, goes on the backhand wing. Alcaraz is there. Low volley from de Minaur. Alcaraz gets out. De Minaur volleys. Alcaraz throws up the lob. De Minaur scuttles back and plays a high volley. That's going to go in, that lob. What an amazing shot. Oh, it doesn't. It just misses. Oh, the athleticism in that point was sensational.
A little loss for words right there. Wow. Just the Alcaraz's ability on stretch to control the ball. And that lob just flush on the line. And de Minaur just put in a sliding, backwards running lob that he almost made.
Do you teach people to slide on a hard court? It looks so dangerous. You do. It's now part of the coach's repertoire.
It's becoming a thing.
Okay, it's a good serve from de Minaur, and he puts away the forehand behind it. Moves to 30-15. I think de Minaur could not have played that lob without sliding.
Yeah, there's no way he would have got there.
But it's understandable on clay, on this kind of grippy hard court.
Yeah, and I think the players now, in order to slide, they're not going with shoes that are brand spanking new, full of grip. They like to have that little ability to do that movement.
de Minaur serves, 30-15. Missed the first. You probably heard the ball smacking against the net. Second serve. Out wide, backhand return. Backhand de Minaur up to forehand wing of Alcaraz. Goes cross court. Forehand from de Minaur. To the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur has to chase that one. Goes cross court. Alcaraz is there. De Minaur with the backhand up the middle. Forehand from Alcaraz. De Minaur goes cross court, but Alcaraz has read it. Forehand de Minaur up the backhand wing. A slice from Alcaraz. De Minaur's there for the volley, but Alcaraz has read it. Throws up the lob. That's going long.
Wow, that's fantastic tennis intelligence by de Minaur. As soon as he sensed Alcaraz was going to hit a slice, he charged in to take the ball out of the air, because that slice was just there to try to float it long and deep. And great foot speed and stealthily movement to get in without Alcaraz knowing. Wow, what level of tennis.
I think Alcaraz did knew, which is why he played the slice quite short. Oh, great point. I mean, this was always going to be a spectacle. Aussie #1 against the world #1, but this is now warming up into some terrific tennis. We got a breather because de Minaur's serve cannoned off the top of the net.
Just seems like Alcaraz is like a soccer goalkeeper. He's not letting the ball get past him at all. He is covering the court so well. Hard for de Minaur to get a clean winner.
I thought it was a double fault. His name begins with A, Alcaraz. He must be the equivalent of Alisson. Brazilian goalkeeper Alisson Becker, Liverpool. Forehand from de Minaur to the forehand of Alcaraz. That's netted from Alcaraz. And would you believe, de Minaur, who was love 3, love 30 down, has now got back to 3-all.
And that's the thing with de Minaur. He's a fighter. He loves to try to work things out. He'll go through everything possible to win a match. And we've got Ben, who's originally from Townsville, but he's in the Swiss Alps in Grindelwald. Grindelwald. He's been watching the tennis on Eurosport with German commentary, but is having to mute the TV to listen to our coverage.
Hi, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. Enjoyed the Swiss Alps.
Oh, I've been skiing in Grindelwald. I lived for 2 years in Switzerland. It is the most beautiful place.
Postcard perfect.
The North Alps rather than the South Range. It's a good return from de Minaur. Plays a volley behind it. Alcaraz is there, but nets. And this match is turning. Beautiful part of Switzerland, it really is. Quite high up though.
And the crowd are behind de Minaur right now too. They're into this match. And again, just some quick forward movement, quick transition from Alcaraz, from de Minaur. Taking that ball out of the air.
Alcaraz is behind now for the first time in the match. Serves just wide. Second serve. Alcaraz serves to the forehand of de Minaur. Backhand Alcaraz, forehand de Minaur. Alcaraz with his two-hander from de Minaur, deep to the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz is long. Now, you said at the beginning, Mark, that the extra firepower that Alcaraz has could be crucial. I think he's lost some of the firepower.
Yeah.
Because de Minaur does not look out-hit at the moment.
No, he just he rebounds and absorbs the pace so well. Normally in this situation, Alcaraz would find his opponent a good metre or two behind the baseline having to defend. But de Minaur stays tight, so he hits it quick. It comes back with a bit of venom as well.
Alcaraz serves into the net. Second serve. Here him bouncing the ball. He serves now down the centre, backhand return. It's just wide. De Minaur blocked that one, but steered it. Just wide.
Oh, that was close too. Wasn't that far away from being a stone-cold winner of return. It was a good second serve from Alcaraz. Still a little bit of pressure on the Spaniard. Serving at 15-30, 3 games all.
Alcaraz, the president's box end. These couple of bounces, then looks at his opponent, then the remaining 2 bounces. Looks at his opponent again. 1, 2 bounces. Second serve. It's the backhand of de Minaur. Backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand de Minaur. Backhand Alcaraz. The 200 of de Minaur. Now beforehand from Alcaraz. Forehand de Minaur tries to whip it cross court, but he mishits it. It goes wide.
That was a big opportunity there from de Minaur. Had a slightly slower ball. He really went after it. Unfortunately, mistimed it. So we're back to 30 all.
Still pretty warm out there. We're just noticing a lot of insects around. 30 all on the Alcaraz serve. 3 all, first set. What a fascinating set it's proving to be. He serves down the... Oh, down the line, and hear the cry of Vamos.
He realises Alcaraz the importance of this game.
Temperature's dropped to 36.8.
Put a jumper on.
Amazing how everything is relative. 36.8, yes. Feels like 35.5 because of the wind. Temperature's dropping. Still pretty warm. Alcaraz serves at 40-30. Second serve from Alcaraz to the backhand of Minaur. Backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Minaur goes to the backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Minaur. Alcaraz with a forehand, lofted at the middle of the court. Backhand from forehand from Minaur. Draws the error from Alcaraz, and it's interesting that Minaur is making Alcaraz do more of the running at the moment.
Yeah, and he needs to. It's not easy to do, but Alcaraz was hitting those backhands from at least the Melbourne sign, a good couple metres behind the baseline, so that's a good sign for Minaur. Minaur can stay tight to the baseline, gives himself a good chance. We're back at juice.
Alcaraz serves out wide. The forehand return has got back. Alcaraz should put that away. He does. Minaur read it correctly, which meant that Alcaraz had to hit right for the lines.
Advantage.
Got that right.
And smart serving from Alcaraz there. Just took some speed off that sliding wide serve. Made the ball swing and move through the air and off the court a lot more than trying to hit it flat. It was 176 kilometres per hour.
Advantage Alcaraz. Serves down the centre, forehand return. Backhand from Alcaraz. Minaur runs around his backhand, but overhits the forehand. And Alcaraz holds and leads by 4-3.
And good evening to Penny, who's in Wellington, New Zealand. Oh, windy Wellington. Hey, Chris and Mark, hearty thanks for your incredible insights and enthusiasm. What a dynamic duo you make. Sad to see Coco implode tonight. Shades of Kornikova on serve. Anyway, believe it or not, we are struggling with a cold and wet summer. So I know it's windy in Wellington.
And it's very warm here, 36 degrees. I think that justifies the ice cream. So I'm off to get my ice cream.
You do that.
And Kate Kearns is going to take your place. Steve Pearce is going to take mine. You're listening to AO Radio, coming live from Melbourne Park.
Downtime hits different with Tennis Court Hire. Whether it's a friend you want to see, a bit of time for me, or just finding an hour free. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
Kids making a racket? Nothing hits like Hot Shots Tennis. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
Australian Tennis Magazine has been serving up news, features and game insights for 50 years. Pick up your copy of Australia's only tennis publication or subscribe to have every issue delivered at tennismag.com.au and keep up with all things tennis via our social channels.
If you're looking to reclaim your game, try Cardio Tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. This high-energy group class is where fitness meets fun. No competition, just genuine connection. Set to great music, you'll mix tennis drills with constant movement for a workout that never feels like work. And no need to be a pro, qualified coaches tailor the session for everybody at every level, whether you're new to tennis or coming back to the court. An hour of cardio tennis is guaranteed to smash stress, lift your mood and leave you feeling motivated and confident. Reclaim your game with Cardio Tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. Book now at tennis.com.au.
Family time hits different with Tennis Court Hire. From less eyes on screens to more time with your teens or smashing fitness routines. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
The sound of summer. AO Radio.
We're on Rod Laver Arena. Steve Pearce and Kate Kearns with you now on AO Radio. Thanks to Chris and Mark for the last couple of hours, including that absolutely tremendous win for Alina Svitolina. Through to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
How about that?
That was some show.
Certainly was.
We should have known she put out Andreeva, so...
She did indeed. These two putting on a show as well here in the men's quarterfinal opening set here. And there's been some momentum shifts already, Kate. And are we witnessing another one as Minaur serving 3-4, love 30?
Yeah, danger time for Minaur now, late in this first set. Of course, a great fight back. 3-love down in the early stages, but a bit ahead of him now.
Minaur serving right in front of us. Misses this ball just a couple of inches long, going at the body of Alcaraz. Played 35 minutes on Laver as Minaur serves. Straight back at him by Alcaraz. Runs around onto a forehand, finds a nice angle. Minaur covers that off. On the run, Minaur miss-hitting a forehand and skidding as he does so. way beyond the baseline. Triple break point for Carlos Alcaraz for a 5-3 lead in this first set.
In all sorts of trouble here, de Minaur. He's got to avoid the corners. I think tonight it's his natural game, but it also plays into the strength of Alcaraz.
He needs 100% concentration, 100% consistency, no lapses. That sounds easy, doesn't it? All right, here, let's see if Alcaraz can break through again as de Minaur serves, just bunted back by Alcaraz, giving the initiative to de Minaur. He takes it with some big forehands. Alcaraz there to defend, and then Alcaraz missing with a high bouncing forehand going long beyond the baseline, right in front of our commentary box.
And we've been talking about, just how good Alcaraz is, how heavy that forehand is. It's such a weapon. But de Minaur, I think the last 12 months have seen him get a bit more weight on shot as well.
He's getting a bit more pop. It's not quite up to the standards of Sinner and Alcaraz, although not many people are.
But it's better. And it's been good here.
You can only get better.
It's been great at the Oz Open.
If you get worse, you're going to go backwards. de Minaur serves, backhand from Alcaraz, kicks up pretty high. Well dealt with by de Minaur on the forehand. Stays on that same angle. That was very close to the sideline from de Minaur. Working Alcaraz around. He's equal to it at the moment. And Alcaraz finds the arser going cross-court with a tremendous forehand. Too much for de Minaur. He's straight into the tram lines and he is broken. And Carlos, you know him, he's the top seed. He'll serve for the first set.
Well, it's the web he weaves, isn't it, Alcaraz? You think you're doing nicely in a point, and then all of a sudden, bang, he just whips through on that forehand. And it's either a winner or you're in all sorts of strife.
Yes, it's a very, very good summary. So, de Minaur, having got this set right back on track, is broken comfortably to 15. Second time in this set, just the one break of serve for him, which all equates to this. 5-3, Alcaraz serving for the set down the far end. But, as you would have been listening to and quite possibly watching over the last 38 minutes, this is not a done deal.
Nope.
Certainly not the match, but not even this set. Let's see what Alcaraz does here. And really aggressive play from de Minaur, way outside the tram lines. Slammed that forehand at the advancing Alcaraz.
Yeah, I love that from de Minaur, sitting way back in the court for that serve, giving himself an opportunity to get that back into play, but he did a little more than that on that forehand.
Well, it was the serve volley. Alcaraz thought he delivered the perfect serve out wide, but de Minaur had other ideas. 15. Serving here, choosing to go down the tee. It caught the tape, but it's still a first serve. Now it's not, it's a second serve. I think somebody thought possibly that first serve was out, but it wasn't.
No, they got a little excited.
Second serve. Lands this one in onto the backhand of de Minaur, and then onto the forehand, straight down the middle of the court. The slice deep from Alcaraz, very low over the net from de Minaur, so much so that it had to be spooned up by Alcaraz. Then on the run, Alcaraz skidding, plays a forehand into the net. Big fist pump from the Australian here as he strides back in front of the AO commentary box. Looking the business here. Love 30.
Love that from de Minaur, playing neutral balls down the middle of the court, not allowing Alcaraz to get any angles. And then when he had the opportunity, he went down the line on the forehand and then down the other line with the backhand. That's just great play.
Bouncing around, looking energised, trying to break back here to get this back to 5-4. Alcaraz will be livid with himself that he's even given de Minaur half a chance here. Although, to be fair, de Minaur's taken both the points. And earned them. Love 30. Alcaraz serves, running around onto a forehand. Right back behind him goes Alcaraz. That was too much. Took de Minaur a little bit by surprise. He was out of position for that vicious forehand and couldn't keep it in the court. 15-30.
Yeah, can only withhold the power of Alcaraz for so long. But de Minaur's been really aggressive in the first couple of points of this game. And I like seeing that from him. It's the only way he's going to win here tonight.
15-30. Spaniard serves, lands this one in. De Minaur does well. Drop shot from Alcaraz, really good. De Minaur did exceptionally well to get there and slams away the winner. Backpedaling, the overhead was perfect. And you can see Alex de Minaur's wheels in motion here.
Well, Alcaraz, it was normally that would be the perfect drop shot against any other player, but you can't do that with the speed of de Minaur. He was so quick to that ball, read it perfectly, and then was a little lucky with the overhead. Didn't hit that cleanly, but did enough.
Don't mind the play from Alcaraz, the drop shot
No,
there.
well, and you can expect to see that tonight.
But de Minaur showing he is the fastest man on tour. Well, there may be someone faster, but I don't know who it is. Serving, that one clips the tape and flies wide. So it'll be a second serve on break point here, 15-40. De Minaur has fully earned this position of break points. There's been no donations. It's been all the Australian. Alcaraz serves down the middle. De Minaur can't keep that one in the court. That surprised Alex because Carlos delivered a super second serve down the tee at 179
Yeah,
Ks.
no, he likes it down the tee. Almost expect that really from Alcaraz. But that big, it's hard to deal with.
So still break point for the 6th seed. The top seed, he's ready to serve. Lands this in, backhand from de Minaur. Lands in as well, big forehand, very deep from, oh, that's outstanding! Jumping into the backhand, Alex de Minaur slams away the winner and breaks back.
Oh my word. He was in the air when he hit that shot, de Minaur. I don't even know how he got the power to be able to do that, but just puts it straight down the line. Wow, that was something. What a break back, and what a great time to do it.
That was...
We're back on serve.
That was one of the best return of serves game that you'll see. They were 4 fully earned points by Alex de Minaur. Carlos didn't really do a lot wrong. De Minaur just took his opportunities, and the athleticism and the power that goes into that backhand down the line, that's brilliant stuff.
The past, 6 games or so, some of the best tennis, I think, the men's tennis that we've seen in the tournament, without a doubt.
We took it up a notch last night with Shelton and Rude, but the early stages here have been just as good, if not better. Great stuff from Alex de Minaur. The upshot of that is that it's 4-5, isn't it? 5, yes, that's right. Yeah, 4-5. De Minaur still got to serve to stay in the first set.
That's right.
And we've had serve broken twice on each man so far. So there's nothing done here. This match is seeing and sawing. Is there another saw or a see to happen here in this 10th game? So 4-5.
We will see.
We shall see. We shall see. Saw. That's not how the rhyme goes. Anyway, doesn't matter.
No, I think we'll leave that.
Doesn't
move on.
44 minutes played. De Minaur, having broken back here, now has to hold his service game here to level us up at 5-all. Do keep your messages coming in, by the way. We will have some time in this match somewhere along the way. We'll have some time for some messages.
Surely they'll sit down after this set for at least 2 minutes. Hopefully.
She'll see, Kate. Okay, de Minaur serves. Forehand from Alcaraz is straight back at him. De Minaur doesn't do much with the first ball. He doesn't have to either, because Alcaraz is left shaking his head as his backhand flies long beyond the baseline.
Yeah, just really pulled the trigger on that backhand. Alcaraz, as you expect, when things the chips are down, I mean, he goes bigger, doesn't he, Alcaraz? He'll go after his shots all night long, regardless of position.
Serves here, but an awkward return from Alcaraz in the body, but almost inexplicably after the last 5 minutes of tennis, de Minaur missed that inside-in forehand by a mile into the tram lines.
That was a shank.
It was a good body serve as well, and Alcaraz did well to get it back, but de Minaur got the ball he wanted, but then maybe he was caught in 2 minds as to what to do with it. Anyway, his ultimate decision and shot were no good. 15-all. Carlos is in the wrong spot here. De Minaur serving into the net.
If you could please move, Carlos.
We don't have line judges anymore, but we've still got Carlos. De Minaur serves. Backhand straight back at him from Alcaraz. There goes another one. Oh, but it clips the tape. De Minaur gets the short ball. Put away. Does. Yes. 30-15.
That's much nicer from de Minaur, really flattening out on that short ball.
30-15.
Certain of it.
Mind you, would have been livid if he'd missed that.
Oh, well, exactly.
Did sit up right at the net. And,
but he must,
No, of course, he's still got to do it.
He's the goldfish tennis player. He just can't afford to think about what happened at the last point, but still.
30-15. Serving out wide. Alcaraz does well with the first return of serve on the run, makes the forehand. De Minaur goes back into the forehand corner of Alcaraz. Runs around, plays his own forehand. Slice from the Spaniard. Flattened out by De Minaur. Flat also cross court from Alcaraz. And then a blink from Alex De Minaur. Pulls a backhand into the net.
Yeah,
30 all.
Got a little close on the backhand then, Alex. Well, it's always a little difficult. Get yourself in the right position.
Here's a big point then.
Well, just, you know, anything could happen here.
There's going to be a few big points in this match, rest assured.
So 30 all though.
4-5 in this topsy-turvy opening set. 30 all on the De Minaur serve. Finds the net with the first serve. It was going down the middle. Second serve onto the backhand of Alcaraz. He runs around at the Spaniard. Oh, he's hit the net cord again. It lands just out. Alcaraz, almost a mirror image of a shot earlier in this game. He's going so low over the net. He's clipped the net cord heavily twice, and it's cost him the point twice. And De Minaur has a point for 5 all.
Has he hit it 3 times though and got the first? What happened with that first point? Wasn't that what happened? Oh no, that was the battered back. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Up
yeah,
high,
the awkward body serve.
Hit the net.
Yeah. So, on game point here, serving out wide, 2 wide from Alex. Couple of ball bounces, he sets himself again. De Minaur serves onto the backhand of Alcaraz, who goes cross-court, well dug out by De Minaur. Back behind him, Alcaraz is coming to the net, backhand volley straight at De Minaur. And it was left, he left the pass to go past him, and it did drift wide. Alcaraz, good decision, as De Minaur went cross-court, but he just found the tram lines.
Yeah, that was always going to be difficult for De Minaur to get that past Alcaraz at the net. He's looking for the most acute of angles.
9:15 on a Tuesday evening in Melbourne. A very hot evening, I can tell you. I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but I suggest it's 38, 39 still. It was beltingly hot walking over to the commentary box. Onto the backhand, right at the body. Alcaraz does well to get this back into play, but he doesn't do well with that one. Cross-court, the backhand into the doubles alley. And another game point for Alex De Minaur.
I'm not sure about... De Minaur looked like he took a bit of pace off that ball. Didn't quite come to Alcaraz as fast as he thought it would. Slightly mistimed. Rarely does anything wrong out there, but...
Carlos does his shoelaces up. Maybe that was the problem.
Well, possibly. Be a problem for most.
De Minaur then with game point for 5 all. Serves right at the forehand of Alcaraz, and then switching to the backhand, the Spaniard. De Minaur stays on that same trajectory, then switches centrally for the forehand. De Minaur bossing this rally at the moment, runs around, flattens this out. Alcaraz skidding to stay in. It goes back behind him. That's brilliant from De Minaur, and floating up the line, it's out from Alcaraz. And the Australian holds for 5 all in the opener.
That is an exceptional point from De Minaur. He was on the back foot early on in the point, and then found some neutral shots in the middle of the court. And then when he got that shorter ball, pulled the trigger on the forehand and draws the error from Alcaraz. Perfectly constructed. Pressure points, and we're 5 all.
So, we finally have a hold of serve, and for almost everyone inside Rod Laver Arena, they're pretty thrilled with the fact that it was Alex De Minaur. Can Alcaraz change this narrative again? He goes with the 1-2 punch, comes to the net. De Minaur puts up a defensive ball, it lands in. Alcaraz smashing from the back, just took a bit off that just to make sure, and then tries to find his way to the net again. Drop volley, skids away. De Minaur does brilliantly to get there and says to himself, I should have gone down the line.
Well, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, Alex.
He went cross-court, missed it into the tram lines.
That, the volley though from Alcaraz, it was going at right angles. Did you see the spin on it?
The spin he put on it was
boy, did he get some cut on that ball.
And he's fully aware, and if he wasn't aware beforehand, which of course he was, how speedy Alex De Minaur is at getting to these drop shots. So he knows that if he's going to play them, they've got to be good.
Spot on.
Got to be very good. And that one was very good. Serving here, a fault. Going at the forehand flank of De Minaur. 15 love then, 5 all. Alcaraz serves. Forehand from De Minaur, lands in. Big forehand, inside out, off forehand, cross court. Supreme quality from the Spaniard, 30-love.
Yeah, and I love how aggressive de Minaur is on the second serve, taking that ball early. Lots of pressure.
It's an important first set for both players, probably slightly more important for de Minaur, given he's never beaten Alcaraz. Alcaraz with the backhand, same from de Minaur, but that time de Minaur just got it slightly wrong. Rally ball from the baseline, it'll go into the unforced error column. 40-love here for Alcaraz, and he'll be pretty happy to have a comfortable service game as he treads very carefully on the O of the Melbourne. Didn't touch any part of the white bit, just the middle blue bit. Whether that turns out to be important, we'll find out here on this point. Serves out wide. De Minaur does keep this one in. Slice drop shot from Alcaraz was really good. It's going to sit up and put away by Alcaraz. That time de Minaur did get there, but he could do nothing but just flick it over the net. It sat up.
It's just
for Alcaraz to put away.
Did you see Alcaraz then, in terms of, you mentioned just how superstitious he is around stepping on the Melbourne sign, but also went to, well, he was waiting for Alex to come across, but he also was making sure that he wasn't stepping on the line. So poor fella.
I know, there's a lot of things not to step on.
Well, there's a lot to think about out there. You know, you've got a tough match ahead of you and you don't want to step on lines.
He is knifing those drop shots at the moment. That was from the service box line, the one a couple of points before, which skidded sideways. And again, de Minaur got there and was frustrated that he didn't go down the line.
And he was so casual after that shot, Alcaraz. He's signing off. He's like, that's enough. And then he's just like, oh my word, he's got to the ball. Let's go to some emails. We've got Lizzie from Utah.
Hello, Lizzie.
It's been a rough day for the Americans. I really like Alcaraz. Would love for Alex to pull this out, however.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance I won't be disappointed with every match result today.
It's been a rough day for the Americans is probably a fair, on results anyway. I mean, no one disgraced themselves. Lerner Tien did not disgrace himself at all against Zverev.
No. I think we've got to see just how good a player he is and what we can expect over the next couple of years. It's going to be exciting.
And I believe from watching almost every ball of the opening match as well, Iva Jovic, although the scoreline looks horrible.
Yeah, that second set was not great.
It was closer than that, though.
Yeah.
She was
warning.
Ooh, okay.
Is that for... Okay, so Alex looks a bit flummoxed by that. I think the shot clock had gone down to 0, but he's going to enter into a bit more of a discussion here.
Carlos has had something to say as well.
Eva Asderaki-Moore in the chair. Didn't hesitate to call that time violation. I'm not sure how... He looked like he was pretty close to going into his service motion, but as soon as it was called, I looked across, it was on 0.
Okay.
There's a slight lack of consistency with that calling, you'd have to say. And of course, it all depends on when that button gets pushed initially to count down the 25 seconds. Anyway, it's called, and that is a matter of fact at the moment. 5-6, de Minaur serving to stay in this opening set. Alcaraz with a couple of big forehands. Equally there, de Minaur, opposite corner on the run. De Minaur makes the backhand, so does Alcaraz, both behind the baseline. Big swing and a miss from Alex de Minaur into the net on his forehand, and it's love 15.
Alcaraz is 2 metres behind the baseline and just pummeling that ball. Strength.
A bit worrying for de Minaur. That just would have jolted his concentration and momentum in this match. He didn't just accept that time violation. He did stroll up and have a couple of words with the chair umpire. So let's hope he can, for his sake, he can reset here. Serving, love 15, finds the net. Pretty low down on the net, to be fair, as well. That first serve.
Ball toss was not good.
Second serve. Lands it onto the backhand racket of Alcaraz. Here's another backhand from the Spaniard. Cross court, then up the line. De Minaur trying to change direction. And he put it into the net. And there's big pressure here.
Yeah.
Love 30, 5-6. There's pressure all the time, to be fair.
Well, true, but...
it just ratchets up a bit.
It is a concern where he's going early down the line, because Alcaraz is waiting for that shot. he's expecting it.
So reset here from de Minaur, needs a good first serve here, lands it in. That's a brilliant return from Alcaraz. It's going to fly long from de Minaur. Cross-court forehand, supreme quality, and a fair bit of juice went into that as well.
And you wonder why he's world number 1? These last 3 points.
Well, I must admit, from watching Alcaraz over the last couple of years, I don't wonder. It's touch and go with him and Jannik.
If you were wondering,
him and Jannik, obviously. But right, here's 3 set points for Carlos Alcaraz. Well, there's the first one saved, and he tosses his racket up in the air in disgust. Good serving, though, from the Australian. Took him out wide, and Alcaraz couldn't make the backhand.
Yeah, flattened out that ball. It's nice from Alex.
15-40, set points still for Alcaraz, and he's going to get a look at a second serve. Wonder what he does with it here. Wonder where Alex goes. de Minaur serves at the backhand of Alcaraz, who lands that just too deep. Just too deep. He pushed close to the baseline and went too long. So 2 of the set points are saved here. Oh, crowd went for a minute. Straight at the body. Here's a first serve on set point. That's good serving. That's going to land out. Right at the top of the M of Melbourne. That's great stuff from Alex de Minaur. Staring down 3 set points. He saves them all.
Yeah, it's outstanding serving from Alex de Minaur.
Straight into his service motion again, though, here, de Minaur serving. Fault that time. At deuce and 5-6, looking to take us into the tiebreaker. Serves at the backhand. Alcaraz dispatches that. It's going to go wide from de Minaur, going cross-court with the backhand.
Advantage,
immediately going cross-court, looking for the sideline, but he bit off about 6 inches more than he needed to. And he's given Alcaraz a 4th set point. And you can't keep giving them to him.
All right, you cannot.
Can Alex find the big serve? Does he go out wide again? Serves, does, goes to the backhand of Alcaraz and then goes back behind him. That's brilliant from de Minaur, comes to the net, the backhand volley's good, the lob goes up. De Minaur plays the overhead smash, Alcaraz goes for the kill, up goes the defensive ball again from de Minaur. It lands in at the back of the court. There goes Alcaraz again with a couple of big forehands. De Minaur leaning into a backhand cross court, same from Alcaraz. Up the line goes de Minaur, slice from Alcaraz to stay in it. Oh no, it's clipped the tape from de Minaur and it's gone wide. And Alcaraz pounces for the first set, and a huge vamos at anyone who'll listen. And he has taken the first set and stamped his authority on this just after 58 minutes on Rod Laver Arena of the highest quality.
Well, I think Alex de Minaur won that point 3 times over, and in the end he's sitting down and he's a set down. Carlos Alcaraz, just his court coverage and composure out there is unlike anyone else.
That was a great point.
Yeah, that was sensational.
That was a great point. Really good hitting from both players and great changes of direction, great angles, great depth until finally, and there wasn't much in it from de Minaur as he went cross-court on that forehand, but it just caught the top of the tape and sent the ball wide.
Actually, Steve, there was a shot where I think he took the ball out of the air and sliced it back. I was wondering whether or not that was going wide. But
oh yes, yeah, when he did the
that thing,
the
that
backhand
slice.
overhead, yep, with Alcaraz, yeah. That was, I mean, it was a terrific point though, and
great.
It just about summed up the set because it was incredibly close, had momentum swings, went this way and that, and just tipped in the favour of the Spaniard. Rightio, grab a cup of tea, something cold out of the fridge, whatever it may be. We'll have the second set for you of this terrific men's quarterfinal on AO Radio coming up for you next.
Downtime hits different with Tennis Court Hire. Whether it's a friend you want to see, a bit of time for me, or just finding an hour free. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
Kids making a racket? Nothing hits like Hot Shots Tennis. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
Australian Tennis Magazine has been serving up news, features and game insights for 50 years. Pick up your copy of Australia's only tennis publication or subscribe to have every issue delivered at tennismag.com.au and keep up with all things tennis via our social channels.
If you're looking to reclaim your game, try cardio tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. This high-energy group class is where fitness meets fun. No competition, just genuine connection. Set to great music, you'll mix tennis drills with constant movement for a workout that never feels like work. And no need to be a pro, qualified coaches tailor the session for everybody at every level, whether you're new to tennis or coming back to the court. An hour of cardio tennis is guaranteed to smash stress, lift your mood and leave you feeling motivated and confident. Reclaim your game with cardio tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. Book now at tennis.com.au.
Family time hits different with Tennis Court Hire. From less eyes on screens to more time with your teens or smashing fitness routines. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
The sound of summer. AO Radio.
It is indeed the sound of summer, and it's been a tremendous first set here on AO Radio. We've been delighted to bring to you, and we're just getting underway in this second set between de Minaur and Alcaraz, and the quality is not anything else or look elsewhere other than right at the middle of centre court, and already the Alcaraz serve is under pressure again, and it's all de Minaur's attacking intent that's earned him love 30.
And the pace of these points, it is just full on. The intensity, and the players are using every part of the court. We're seeing it all here this evening. It is fabulous tennis.
So Alcaraz the first by 7 games to 5. At love 30, he finds a good serve down the middle, and de Minaur makes the mistake on the backhand there, trying to redirect the ball back into play. Using the pace of Alcaraz's serve, found the net.
Well, de Minaur sitting right in on the baseline to take that first serve. Has been sitting back a little, trying to get himself into the points. Changing tactic.
Alcaraz finds the net. Under the open roof, if you're just joining us, but it's still a very, very hot evening in Melbourne. Alcaraz, that was very deep in the box, and that was a very deep return from de Minaur. Should earn him the point. No, it doesn't, because that is a rip snorter of a backhand from behind the baseline by Alcaraz, dipping low over the net and lurching down. De Minaur could barely get a racket on it. He did, but he couldn't get it back over the net.
Rip snorter indeed. He's 2 metres behind the baseline. He played that ball behind his body and comes up with the winner.
Wow.
Wow.
That heel. Onto the backhand of Alcaraz, going cross court. De Minaur just pushing too long with his own backhand, and love 30 becomes 40-30.
Yeah, the forehand was a floater from de Minaur.
A floater. So here's a game point for Alcaraz to get the opening game of this second set.
He's been pressing though, hasn't he, de Minaur?
Sure. Alcaraz will be a second serve. Relentless seagulls.
Circling.
It's very deep in the box, does Alcaraz, but it opens up the 1-2 punch. Good serving, good put away with the forehand. And Alcaraz digs himself out of a slightly awkward situation, as he's done so many times in his career, although he is, of course, still only, what is he, 22? 22. De Minaur, 4 years the elder in this contest. So de Minaur's made it to the quarterfinals again. He's, as we know, he's never made it past the quarterfinals. He's come up against Team at the US Open 5 years ago, 6 years ago nearly, I suppose, or however you look at it, 2020. Jack Draper in 24, and Auger Aliassime last year made it to a quarter at Roland Garros, lost to Zverev, and 2024 at Wimbledon, where he was forced to give
Alcaraz came right down to the booth and looked in and tried to get some eye contact with you, and you're there reading stats.
Well, that's an important thing, I think. I'm sure he wasn't particularly looking for eye contact. Maybe he just couldn't see properly to see you, Kate. I'm sure that's what it was.
I'll put him off his game.
must have been. Now Alcaraz here onto the backhands, exchanging blows from behind the baseline, and then digs this out, de Minaur, but his backhand goes just long beyond the baseline.
And I know a lot of people have been saying, you know, if Alex can stay in these longer rallies, that will suit his game. I do not agree. I think that Alcaraz is quite happy going, you know, sort of baseline to baseline all night. He'll rally with Alex, and I think he comes out the victor with most of those.
So love 15 here. De Minaur down the far end serves at Alcaraz's backhand, who found a good angle there, finds the same sort of angle, well dug out by De Minaur, swings around, goes into a forehand inside in, just a forehand defensively from Alcaraz, inviting De Minaur to take control, and he does, skidding. Alcaraz can only find the net.
Yeah, anything that floats, Alex has got to attack that ball, and he did with the forehand cross court, finds the line. He has to red line this evening.
Yeah, but if you constantly have to red line, you can't maintain that for 4 hours.
It's a lot to ask.
I'm sure where I pulled 4 hours from, but you know what I mean.
But I liked it. I'm rolling with it.
Well, I suppose if he's going to win, he's got to win in 4, and that would be probably about 4 hours, wouldn't it now?
What did that first set go?
58.
Yeah, there you go.
Get to a couple of your messages shortly here on AO Radio as De Minaur serves, miss-hit from Alcaraz, lands a fair way out. .com.au, that's our email address, or you can use the Ask the Booth form. You'll come straight through to the laptop sitting in front of Kate. You can just remember to pop your name on and where you are messaging us from, and interested in your thoughts, your comments, your questions, your entries for the comp.
Oh yes, we've got one.
Onto the backhand here of Alcaraz, and there's another backhand from the Spaniard. Good depth on that. De Minaur equal to it. Now Alcaraz comes to the net to force the issue, and De Minaur finds the Kia sign on the net. 30-all.
Here when that ball hits the racket of Alcaraz, that sound coming from the forehand. It's beautiful. It pops.
Matt Reed and Leighton Hewitt in the player box for Alex De Minaur, giving that a big shake of the head and nut. They obviously didn't like the way that point construction went. Not sure any of De Minaur's fans did, to be fair, either. De Minaur this time finds the ace down the middle. Everyone will like that a bit more in the Australians camp. 40-30 and a game point here for 1-all.
Just takes the pressure off the big first serve. Well, I think Alex has been serving quite well so far in this match, but he'll need a few more of those.
40-30 serves, that caught the net cord. You would have heard that wherever you're listening to us. I heard earlier we had somebody write in from Addis Ababa.
What?
In Ethiopia, the capital.
Brilliant.
Not that, you know, I'm on the web. I guess you can be listening from anywhere, but it is a bit more unusual to have someone from Addis Ababa. But it was lovely having your company wherever you're listening to us. As the pair exchange backhand blows from behind the baseline, then switch to the forehand. Alcaraz heavily, big tape from Alex De Minaur, but it falls back on his side. His forehand slapped into the tape on the net.
Yeah,
and fell back.
Almost like De Minaur had had enough in that point, looking to go down the line on the forehand, pulled the trigger and found the net.
We just ticked past 9:30 Tuesday night. Very, very warm night, but a beautiful night. Clear skies at the moment in Melbourne. Love 1. De Minaur serving at the start of this second set onto the backhand of Alcaraz, but he's very frustrated with that miss-hit and dumps it into the net to give a game point to Alex.
Just didn't time it on the backhand. Alcaraz. I wouldn't say that he's a perfectionist, but...
not far off it.
No.
He likes to hit everything perfectly.
Usually does.
De Minaur with game point. Just lurching to reach this was Alcaraz, and then went down the line. There's a nice volley from Alcaraz. That's brilliantly put away. De Minaur showing great speed to get across, but Alcaraz with some wonderful net coverage and athleticism puts away the volley to take us back to juice.
Oh, we've been spoilt tonight. Some of the shot making, just the reflexes from both players coming to the net. Alex just not doing enough with that volley, and Alcaraz good enough to put away the, well, what was it? Short ball? Wasn't much of a ball.
De Minaur serves, looking for that wide serve, but that was a couple of feet wide into the tram lines, right in the line that Kate is sitting on. She called it out correctly. Nearly hit my head in the process. Forehand there from De Minaur, and the backhand from Alcaraz. The same now from the Australian. There's another one going cross court, good depth. Well defended by the Spaniard until he just can leave this ball because it was clearly going out as soon as De Minaur hit it, and here's a break point.
And we'll have a look at some of the stats after this set, but I imagine if we have a look at any of these points over 5 shots, Alcaraz is going to be winning most.
1 hour and 11 minutes on Rod Laver Arena. 1-1-1. Will it prove lucky for De Minaur? Serves down the middle. Alcaraz really good on the forehand. Then backhand, he goes cross court. So does De Minaur again. Oh, with a bit more loop on it and a bit more depth. Too much depth from Carlos Alcaraz. Strayed long beyond the baseline. Deuce.
Well, he's fighting De Minaur. Hold serve here. He needs to stay close with Alcaraz. Start of this second set. Maybe 6-7 minutes into this game. Whooshka.
Serving here at deuce, De Minaur finds the very top of the net cord and goes back on his side. That'll be a second serve, which is landed in. Alcaraz with the backhand, brilliant return. That is an outstanding return from Alcaraz. It must have landed right at the apex of sideline and baseline at the backhand flank of Alex De Minaur. And he just couldn't. Well, it's perfect.
Yeah,
sorry, forehand side.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a floater, but it's got so much on it, that ball. Brings it back in.
De Minaur serving to fault, so it's a second break point for Carlos Alcaraz. Steps in again. He knows what an opportunity this is. Deep in the box from De Minaur. Good serving onto the backhands. They go again. Cross court. That same pattern. Change of direction from Alcaraz. Well met on the forehand by De Minaur. Then skidding very low over the net. Both players very low on the backhands. Bit more angle from Alcaraz. Forces De Minaur into a slice, and it floats just wide. And Alcaraz is delighted with that. And he bossed that point and just drove the error with his relentless backhands and the angle, and just forcing De Minaur out wider than he wanted to be, and he couldn't keep it in the court.
Yeah, he played the short angle perfectly, Alcaraz, and that is what De Minaur needs to do. Short angles, bring his man in, but I just feel like he's gone back into very similar patterns of play.
And it's a pattern that's beginning to suit Carlos a bit more than him.
It really is.
It's not enough for the scoreline to be close if Alex wants to make a semi-final. He knows that. Of course he knows that. So we'll see what develops here over the next 20 minutes or so. That's a good forehand back cross court from De Minaur, and Alcaraz thought he'd made the forehand back cross court behind De Minaur, but it missed by...
Not much.
That is a micro nano inch. There is nothing in between that being in and out.
That's crazy.
No one disagreeing with it inside Rod Laver Arena. Alcaraz serving at 2-love with the first set in the bag, but love 15 serves, finds the net. Steve Pearson, Kate Kearns with you on AO Radio this evening. Live around the world. Alcaraz serves backhand, really awkward from De Minaur, but it landed in, and Alcaraz had the ball but had no pace on it at all. Kicked up high and had a big swing at a forehand, but completely miscontrolled it, and it went a long way up.
It was a bit of a rush of blood from Alcaraz. It was a terrific body serve, and not the ball he was after, but slaughtered it.
Well, he probably wanted it to go out, to be fair. He probably didn't want to have to play another shot. Love 30. Out wide, De Minaur again does well, picks us up on the half volley. Alcaraz pretty good as well. Nice angle from De Minaur. Then back down the line, Alcaraz. The shot was there for Alex De Minaur to go back behind him, cross court for the winner, and he went for the line, and it's his turn to miss it by very little.
But the great slice by Alcaraz down the line, he's used that so effectively tonight. Showing great variety.
This is why it's called a game of inches, because there's not much in it. Alcaraz serves. That's a good, solid ace down the middle. Good serving from the Spaniard.
That's a massive serve. 192, but it's got so much bite. Swings away from de Minaur.
30 all. Shouts of encouragement for de Minaur from the crowd as Carlos serves onto the backhand of de Minaur. Tries the drop shot again, just dribbles over this time, but it clipped the net cord on the way, and Alcaraz with the apology. And you kind of think with Carlos it's genuine.
Yeah,
a lot of players, they just hold their hand up and walk away going, come on, come on, come on.
I love
but Alcaraz makes a point of actually going up saying, look, I'm sorry about that.
That was crazy. I love the way he skipped to the ball, just sort of hoping and wheeling it over the net.
I really like the way that Alcaraz is persisting with the drop shot, though. He knows that de Minaur is quick. He knows that de Minaur will probably get up to almost all of them.
Yeah.
But he's persisting because he wants to keep mixing the patterns.
He's backing himself on that next shot.
Pretty much backs himself on every shot. Into the backhand slice into the net from de Minaur. And Alcaraz does hold after a little bit of discomfort again at love 30, but he's moved out to a 3-love lead. It's just the one break of serve, but he does also have the first set.
Now, Steve, the competition.
Yes.
Is it up?
No, but we can say what it is.
Well, would you like to introduce it and I'll read the...
Rightio. Well, what we're doing is we're inviting you to have front seats for any Australian Open or Australian Championships, or even the Australasian event that preceded that.
Every time you say this, I think that's going to be what you win.
I know, but that is not the thing, because we can't actually give you that, because any match in history, we can't actually time travel you back to that match to give you the front row seats. But you get the picture. Actually, you get a $50 voucher if you are selected as a winner by Nat Edwards. But what you must do is select any Australian Open match, men's or women's, any round. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be a final. Doesn't have to be a semi-final. One that you would like to go back and watch again. You have to tell us what that match is, and you have to tell us why.
Right. Okay. So it's not enough. It's not good enough just to say this is the match.
You can't just say Federer Nadal 17 final because I suppose you can say because it was brilliant, but it's not going to win, because you've got to kind of give it a little bit more context as that as to why it is. I know we've had a raft of really good entries so far, and that is the challenge. So don't kind of come up with a match that wasn't an Australian Open, Australian Championships, or were they called Australasian Championships before that? Anyway, the whole history of this event as we know it, going all the way back, men's or women's, it doesn't even have to be singles, could be doubles.
Right.
So any match. That's what lies in front of you, so please do drop us a line. AO Radio at tennis.com.au, or through the app, or through ozopen.com on the Ask the Booth forms, and we'll get to those messages and entries. I don't know if you can insert one quickly, Kate.
I have one here from Sigma in Jakarta.
Oh, lovely, Sigma. Hi.
And I'll pull... I put...
No, you've run out of time. I said quickly. Right, love 15.
It's a very long email.
15 love here, de Minaur on the run. De Minaur, this one clips the tape again and comes back on his side. So 15 all. Go.
Men's singles final at the AO 2017.
Oh, it was the Federer Nadal one, really?
Said a Federer Nadal.
That's funny. Did she say because it was brilliant?
No, something to do with Federer's comeback story after his knee surgery.
Yes, it was incredible.
Tennis always offers a beautiful story of perseverance. That might end up on the list, hopefully.
There were a lot of really good storylines behind that. I just use that as an example. You can't just say it was a brilliant match, because there was a lot that sat behind it. Skidding to play a forehand, Alex de Minaur just straying into the tramlines. That was the first time, I think, that Fed had beaten Nadal at a major since 2007, as I remember.
Okay, so
it was his first,
quite the breakthrough, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was his first major singles win for 4.5 years. So everyone thought he was done in 17. And a lot of people thought Nadal was done as well. Like they both came in, no preparation really. Both had injuries that they thought might be, if not career ending, but certainly at the very top of tennis. And they delivered us one of the classic finals that we've seen here at Rod Laver Arena over so many years, since 1988. At Rod Laver Arena, but you can go back further in the comp. Even also, and elsewhere, Kate.
Oh, in Sydney, of course.
Forehand, huge forehand, both feet off the court from Alex de Minaur. He lent into that for 30 all. It's a must-hold game at love 3 in the second set, with Alcaraz taking the first 7-5.
Well, de Minaur did it in the first set. Can he do it here in the second? Needs to go back to what he was doing, how he turned it around.
What you're alluding to is the love 3 turning it around to 3-all.
Yes, did I not say that?
No, you just said do it again.
Sorry.
I was just thinking of those people who've joined since then. They might be thinking,
Oh, yes,
what does Kate mean? He lost the first set.
What? Exactly. Look at the scoreboard. Heaven's sakes.
30-all. At the backhand of Alcaraz. Low over the net from de Minaur, just dug out by Alcaraz. Opposite corner, onto the backhand. Alcaraz, little bit of a miss hit, then on the run, makes the forehand. De Minaur forced to rock back. Another forehand from Alcaraz. That's gone into the tram lines from the Australian.
That was the way to shot then from Alcaraz. He is relentless.
30-14.
Break point for Carlos Alcaraz for a 4-love lead in the second set. That doesn't tell the full tale of the set, but in a way it does. Well, it does. Because it comes down to the big points, the big moments, and at the moment, the Spaniard's winning them. But there's a way out of it. It's 30-40. It's just the one break point. What does de Minaur do? Go out wide? No, he goes down the tee. And that was a good decision because Alcaraz's forehand finds the net.
Yeah, prefer that than going out wide on the backhand on the ad court for Alcaraz. Sets up down the line on that. We'll pull Alex out wide.
That juice. De Minaur serves, the backhand from Alcaraz just sits up to be hit, so de Minaur hits the backhand, then switching onto the forehand, well defended by Alcaraz. He can lean into his own forehand with good depth, very low over the net from de Minaur on both flanks, and skidding to stay in. This is Alcaraz. He's going side to side, slice forehand, lands just out from the Spaniard. That's good stuff.
That was
from Alex de Minaur.
All-out attack from de Minaur in that point. Big hitting. Kept Alcaraz way behind the baseline. And really found his marks. Big targets, he went for them.
It's a draining, relentless contest. Heavy hitting. Both players covering enormous distances to stay in these points. Game point for de Minaur. Serves. The forehand from Alcaraz floats long. Alex looks a little bit relieved about that. He had quite enough of that game and glad to get on the board here in the second set. Alcaraz leading by 3-1 and 7-5. He took the first set.
We're going to a few emails. I was just about to say, I've seen most of de Minaur's matches so far in this tournament, and I've never seen him look tired. He looked tired after that game. He is doing some work out there. We've got Giovanni, who's listening to us from Poland, Poland. Enjoying the commentary, keeping us all warm in snowy Poland. It's cold part. Everyone's freezing.
Cold part of the world, yes.
In the northern hemisphere at the moment. So is Alcaraz the favourite on all surfaces? Does he have a weaker surface?
He's pretty good on all surfaces.
He really is.
I mean, I don't know if he's the favourite on all surfaces because of Jannik Sinner. That's the conversation at the moment. I mean, those two are head and shoulders, but I mean, they split the majors last year. They haven't given anyone a look in really for 2 years, so it's pretty hard to say that Alcaraz is the standout favourite, and that is a standout shot from Alex de Minaur around the net post and landing that in on the forehand response. Love 15.
Yeah, that was just all-out attack from Alex. He read that ball so well. He was ready for it, but you have to control it, and that is not easy.
Love those shots. Yeah. Who needs a net? Alcaraz serves out wide. That's very heavy serving from the Spaniard, and de Minaur almost does himself an injury getting a racket on it.
Yeah, but great response from Alcaraz with the big first serve.
15-all, 3-1. Good 6 feet outside.
He wasn't even anywhere near the court hitting that ball.
Can't be really, though. If you're going to hit it round the net post, you've got to be a long way out, don't you?
That's true.
Otherwise, you'd have to put the most extraordinary banana spin on it. Which is probably harder. He's outside that line again, clips the net cord, and Alcaraz goes back behind him, and Alcaraz running round to stay on the forehand. This time he's happy to slice and go to the backhand, so same slice from de Minaur, but surprisingly the de Minaur slice letting him down and floating long.
Yeah, he really sat up on that ball. De Minaur didn't get down low enough to cut through on the slice. Slice on slice, always difficult to control. at the best of times. It's coming from Alcaraz. And it's just got a little bit more difficulty put to it.
30-15, Alcaraz. Serves, looking for the ace down the middle. Didn't miss it by much, but he did miss. Second serve, backhand from de Minaur. Sits up, Alcaraz can wallop a backhand. Well defended by de Minaur. There's the drop shot again. Then de Minaur did get there, but skidding, couldn't control the forehand down the line. And now he's probably thinking, I should have gone cross. But it's a tough old one. It's a snap decision that you have to make, and unfortunately on that time Alex de Minaur couldn't control the forehand.
I mean, he had to get to that so quickly, and by the time he did, his balance was not there. We have a speed gun on the players, see how fast they're actually running.
I don't actually know.
We should.
See if they'll allow you to put one
know
on.
it. That's, at full pace, exactly what de Minaur's clocking.
40-15, Alcaraz serves. Forehand really good from de Minaur. Forces Alcaraz into a real lurch on the forehand. Then he tries the drop shot again. De Minaur again gets a beautiful angle. Alcaraz picks this up, but it should open the court up for de Minaur to wallop the forehand cross-court winner.
Well, right then is when I want the shotgun, because de Minaur had to cover so much court. Any other player, that is a winner from Alcaraz. But de Minaur, we've just said, in terms of his ability to read those drop shots, he gets in early, gets his racket in great place, but being able to actually get to the back of the court and then hit a winner, that's nuts. That is nuts.
It is.
Alcaraz loves it.
Great.
He's smiling.
Pace, speed and agility.
Yeah.
Alcaraz maybe going to the well one time too often, and then answers it with an absolutely beautiful ace out wide at 199 with pinpoint precision, and he holds. And ultimately, however good the points are, the story is 7-5 and 4-1. Carlos Alcaraz at the moment over Alex de Minaur. That is only one break of serve, I should emphasise, but the scoreline does look ugly at 4-1.
Tom is listening to us from Stockholm.
Hello, Tom.
Sweden.
Yeah,
I nearly went to
world.
Stockholm in October, just didn't quite get there.
What, were your hands, fingers hovering over the Ryanair ticket?
Nearly, when you're on those sites, and it's just like, oh yeah.
Oh, it's only 25 euros.
Yeah.
I should go.
And guess where I went? I went to Madrid instead.
Madrid.
Okay. Enjoyed it.
Very different part of the world.
Very different part of the world.
What month was it?
October. Perfect weather. It was like 24, 25 degrees.
In Madrid, it wouldn't have been 24, 25 degrees.
No.
Stockholm.
No, and I think
October.
Maybe that's why I decided not to go.
So you were looking for some hotter weather. Where were you? Where were you in Europe? Were you?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I know. I'm familiar that those are. But you were coming when you were hovering.
I was in London.
You were in London. Yes.
I was in London. Yes. Yeah. Trying to work out where to go, because that's how I
super
roll.
Cheap flights over there to Madrid and
this is the problem. There's so many options.
Oh, there's so many options. We never got to Tom. Quickly get to Tom's email.
Great to listen while working at home, at the home office. Sorry, yes, lots of snow and -6 degrees here.
-6, that's chilly. Stockholm, beautiful city when it's covered in snow, like the old town.
Everyone
is just
says
stunning.
Yeah,
absolutely stunning.
I think this year.
It's a great part of the world. We've got a beautiful old ship there that serves as a museum. The Vasa, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an amazing old. Really shouldn't have said this without checking, but
15.
I want to say it's like 15th, 16th century maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's a super old ship, one of the old wooden ones with the wooden masts, and they've built a whole building around it. I think they had to pull it up from the ocean floor maybe 30 years ago or something like that. And it's really well preserved.
Wow.
Someone's going to correct me on some aspects of that, but that's pretty much it, I think. As I remember. 15 from about 6 years ago, or maybe it was 8.
Maybe Tom could write back to us and let us know.
Tom would know.
Tom, could you get onto that, please?
Onto the backhand here. Both players very deep from de Minaur. He earns himself that point just by forcing Alcaraz so deep down into that ad court to play the backhand. Had to go down so low that it just sat up and de Minaur got the short ball. We've been 90 minutes on Rod Laver Arena, and at the moment it's the Spaniard well ahead.
In control. Marie, we'll get to you from St Kitts in West Indies in just a moment.
Great spot. Onto the forehand racket of Carlos Alcaraz, skidding to make a backhand up the line. That's good play from de Minaur, really spreading the court and stretching Alcaraz. This is just the service game that Alex needed.
Yeah,
40 love.
He's taken control early in the points, not getting himself into any long rallies.
De Minaur serves, misses this one. Going for the wide serve. Where does he go with the second?
Into the body.
Goes down the tee. Forehand from Alcaraz is long, but he doesn't look too fussed about that. He's got the break of serve. It's a simple equation. Hold 2 more service games, and he has a 2 sets to love lead.
Oh, I love this from, is it Marie or Murray, do you think?
I reckon it'll be Marie.
Do you think Marie?
Is it M-A-R-I-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marie, I would say.
Sometimes it's a Murray, like a Murray biscuit.
I'd say Marie, but
We'll get
Murray or Marie may correct us.
Yeah, just the next game, Murray or Marie.
Oh, right, not now. Okay.
No, because I think Alcaraz is ready to serve.
I could ask him to stop. I could knock on the window. Alcaraz serves onto the backhand of de Minaur, simply into the net.
Verdasco versus Nadal, 2009 semi-final. What an epic! Oh,
that was a brilliant match.
That was so good.
That was a brilliant match. That was the match that after Rafa won it, everyone said, well, because that was the second of the semis. So he played it 24 hours after Federer in the other semi. And everyone was of the view that he couldn't win it. He did. Forehand from Alcaraz this time into the net, and in 5 sets as well in the final, with 24 hours less recovery after playing the most brutal of matches against Fernando Verdasco, the 2 lefties.
Oh, that was a fun match.
It was a brilliant contest. That's a good entry. Was there any other backstory that was put into that, or just that? Yep.
But Marie/Murray basically said exactly what you said just then.
Oh, right.
Word for word.
Oh.
It's a bit freaky.
It's a bit freaky tonight, because the first one I was just throwing around was the Federer and Nadal, and that was the first one that came up. And then
they're reading your mind.
Backhand here from de Minaur, also from Alcaraz. Here comes another one from the Spaniard down the line with a bit more venom, that one. Well dug out by de Minaur. Then he can switch into attack mode. On the run goes forehand cross court, this time defended by Alcaraz. Then he switches onto a forehand cross, and the rally ends as a forehand from Alex de Minaur slumps into the net.
Yeah, it's almost like Alex knows it too. Finds himself deep in these rallies and wanting to go cross court and straight into the wheelhouse of Alcaraz. He sets a trap.
Looking the goods at the moment as the shot serve clock ticks down. Alcaraz serves, body serve, well dealt with by de Minaur on the run, makes the good forehand, forces a mistake off Alcaraz. Great depth from de Minaur. He was struggling to make that, but played a superb forehand as it turned out, which...
Did it hit the line, and is that why...
I don't think it landed. I don't think it did hit the line, but it was just so deep. I think it was deeper than he was set for.
Yeah, Alcaraz was completely surprised at the back of the court, and in fact, kept looking down at where it landed.
It's not an opportunity yet, but 30 all, it's a big point at 4-2. De Minaur has to find a way to break serve to get back on terms here. And he's going to get a look at a second serve. That one missing wide. Second serve, it's a double from Carlos Alcaraz. Not that close either. That didn't hit the absolute top of the tape. So he strides over, takes a moment, goes to towel down, comfortably taking a couple of breaths. It's a big moment. It's not the first time, of course, that he's
faced break point,
and of course he has been broken in the first set twice, but nevertheless, a break of serve up here. It's a big moment here for de Minaur as Alcaraz finds the net with the first serve. Couple of spins of the racket, goes back. What does he do here? Just coming straight off a double. Serves this onto the backhand of de Minaur. And oh no, de Minaur, complete mishit on the forehand. It was good depth from Alcaraz, but Alex is extremely frustrated with himself. The moment slips by. Deuce.
Yeah, well, he won't be seeing too many opportunities this evening, and that was one, because it was a great return from Alex. He was onto that ball early, but he really just clubbed the forehand, and that was inexplicable.
At deuce, Alcaraz again missing the first serve.
Seagull's back.
Serving here, kicks up pretty high and lands very deep. On the run here, Alcaraz forced to play a cut shot just to stay in the rally. Then he can launch into a big forehand. Well done by de Minaur, but he opened up the court. Alcaraz.
Oh, come on. He was all out of sorts in that point, Alcaraz, and then just manages to get himself with the right shot down the line. And then that, was it the backhand? He just whipped that cross court, and that was lights out tennis.
Not a bad change of direction.
Yeah, but the way when he's in trouble and he just goes after it, I've never seen anything like it.
Game point for a 5-2 lead. Alcaraz serves at the forehand of de Minaur. Goes back behind him onto the backhand this time. The pair exchanging those backhands cross court. We've seen this pattern a few times tonight. They stay on it, then the slice up the line from Alcaraz. Good depth on that. And then the expansive backhand. He has absolutely annihilated that ball as Carlos Alcaraz. Nobody in the world would have got near it. And de Minaur is exactly in that camp.
Well, go find that ball because they'll need to replace it. The cover has just been knocked off it.
5-2, Carlos Alcaraz leads, and when you need a way to close out a game and really ram home an advantage against your opponent, how about having that backhand in your armoury?
I would
bang,
like it
bang.
Very much. Carly's listening to us from Auckland in New Zealand.
Hello, Carly.
Hello, Carly. I'd go back to 2011. This is, of course, an entry for our
competition. The words fail me.
Which is not good on radio. You know, it's just been the heat, quite frankly.
Yeah,
I malfunction like many things today.
I think lots of things malfunction today. Lots of things.
Go back to 2011. Third round, Isner versus Cilic.
Oh, okay.
5 sets. Cilic won 9-7 in the tiebreak. I was there middle weekend. 37 degrees on an uncovered Margaret Court Arena.
Oh, yeah.
Did things tough back then. And I got in with a ground pass. Oh, I like that.
That's great, Carly. I love that. I love that entry. That's good. And there's a little bit of reminiscing in that, which I quite like, you know.
I like the story. It was well constructed.
Yeah, and a match that probably a lot of people didn't see. A lot of people didn't see.
I might not get through this entire email, but Chris is listening to us. Chris Lonkers.
Hello, Chris.
From Niagara Falls in Canada.
Lovely. Oh, well, that's a great spot, Niagara.
I've never been
Beautiful. That's another one when you're hovering over your button, just click Toronto.
Okay.
Or somewhere else that's close. Buffalo's pretty close, but I've never been there. I can't vouch for Buffalo, but Toronto is pretty good. And that was another pretty good backhand from Carlos Alcaraz from the back of the court on the advancing de Minaur. Could only net the volley, and it's love 15 at 2-5, serving to stay in this second set. We'll get back to more of your emails and correspondence and
I like the
competition
answer too,
entries.
Because it's a favourite of mine.
Okay. De Minaur serves a fault. So if Alex, it's still a big moment here. Even if he's to lose the set, he must hold here because he'll be wanting to serve first in the third if that's what happens. But there's a bit to play out yet. Drop shot from Alcaraz. De Minaur gets there easily, and this time can just coax a forehand cross-court winner.
Well, we've seen a number of drop shots from Alcaraz tonight, but that was not one of his best.
I think he thinks he's got this done at 5-2 and happy to serve for it next.
He's demonstrating up the other end. He's not overly happy. He's pointing at something. I don't know what that is. It's the court. Yes.
A little bit of crowd involvement you can hear. Although they've been a bit flattened by some of Carlos's shot making, which has been extraordinary, but of course it's against the Australian, which flattens people a bit.
You have to appreciate the
But
tennis.
they're witnessing, well, one of the best players in the game, and that return of serve was an illustration of that. Just gives you nothing right off the bootlaces of Alex de Minaur, and the half volley into the net from the Australian. 15-30, and Alcaraz is a couple of points away here from a 2-sets lead.
Yeah, he's had to work so hard on serve de Minaur in this second set. No free points from Alcaraz.
Minaur serves, forehand from Alcaraz, lands, and that's going to be de Minaur's point. He takes the mistake off the backhand of Carlos Alcaraz. Haven't been too many backhand errors in this set, but he'll take that one. It went wide.
Absolutely, but he stepped into court and took the ball early, and that came back very quickly to the feet of Alcaraz.
Monitor is showing us the inside of a packet of crisps in the crowd. Chips, as you may know them in some parts of the world. Cold chips.
I can never say crisps. It all goes horribly wrong at the
Try
end.
it again, crisps. Serving here, right at the body of Alcaraz, who did well to get out of the way of this, then plays a forehand straight back at de Minaur. And de Minaur trying to change direction with the off forehand, found the net and swats away as if he's like swatting a fly, except there was no fly there. Frustrated with himself. 30-40 set point for Carlos Alcaraz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Pesky fly. De Minaur then. Facing set point. Brilliant serve. Alcaraz does well to get this back. Back behind him though. De Minaur 1-2 punch from inside the service box. Puts away the winner. Back to Juice.
Well, he's hardly seen a short ball all match so far, de Minaur, but made sure of that.
If he serves like that, he'd see a few more.
Well, exactly.
That was a great serve.
What's it, 201 kilometres an hour?
Pinpoint out wide. Alcaraz did so well to get it back.
Yeah, this is the problem.
At Juice.
Retrieves everything.
Serving here again, out wide. Again, Alcaraz does well to get this back and jumping extravagantly into that backhand. De Minaur couldn't control it and has put it long beyond the baseline. That was a low percentage ball from de Minaur, but that's what Carlos does to you. He just makes you think like you've got to go for broke.
Yeah, because he goes for broke. He never holds back.
I mean, occasionally he does.
And when was that? When did you see that last?
I mean, occasionally. Set point for Carlos Alcaraz, and de Minaur just missing this serve down the middle. Looking for the ace down the tee, didn't find it, so it'll be a second serve. From the Australian facing set point. Backhand from Alcaraz is really good. It is from de Minaur as well. Very low over the net. Very near the baseline from both players until the forehand from de Minaur goes into the net. Again, that off forehand looking to find the winner, unable to do so. Couldn't make it over the net. And Carlos Alcaraz, in a superb display of tennis, is 2 sets to love up against Alex de Minaur, who's playing well but just can't find the answers on the big points. And as so often happens, Carlos Alcaraz does find those answers like the top players do, and the top seed is looking well in control here.
Will we go back to Chris's email because
we will,
we got
but in 90 seconds
we're taking
from
a
now.
break.
90 seconds, we're going to take a break. Yeah, but not really a break, just an opportunity for a drink.
Downtime hits different with Tennis Court Hire. Whether it's a friend you want to see, a bit of time for me, or just finding an hour free. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
Kids making a racket? Nothing hits like Hot Shots Tennis. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
Australian Tennis Magazine has been serving up news, features and game insights for 50 years. Pick up your copy of Australia's only tennis publication or subscribe to have every issue delivered at tennismag.com.au and keep up with all things tennis via our social channels.
If you're looking to reclaim your game, try Cardio Tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. This high-energy group class is where fitness meets fun. No competition, just genuine connection. Set to great music, you'll mix tennis drills with constant movement for a workout that never feels like work. And no need to be a pro, qualified coaches tailor the session for everybody at every level, whether you're new to tennis or coming back to the court. An hour of cardio tennis is guaranteed to smash stress, lift your mood and leave you feeling motivated and confident. Reclaim your game with Cardio Tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. Book now at tennis.com.au.
Family time hits different with Tennis Court Hire. From less eyes on screens to more time with your teens or smashing fitness routines. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
The sound of summer. AO Radio.
on centre court. I just can't hear centre court, but we're on centre court, which is Rod Laver Arena.
We're the sound of summer.
We are the sound of summer at Melbourne Park, and you rejoin us just at the start of this third set with Carlos Alcaraz serving. He's got a 2 sets to love lead in this men's quarterfinal, 7-5 and 6-2, and Alexander Zverev awaits.
Yes, of course.
In the semi-final, as he saw off the challenge of Lerner Tien earlier today in a good contest.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that
afternoon.
match. Well, they had the roof on, but still, I wondered how much heat was still coming off that court early on.
Yeah, I think still quite a bit, because I mean it's effectively a concrete court,
That's
so it
right,
still
it would have
absorbs a lot of
absorbed,
heat.
yeah.
It takes a while for it to cool off.
I reckon it would have been a little sticky. Both players did well.
30 love, and the danger here is another drop shot comes in from Alcaraz, and de Minaur puts his response wide. Is not just a physical situation for Alex or a tactical one, but also a mental one.
Yeah, this is huge.
He's thrown everything in the de Minaur armoury at Alcaraz, and he's still
Alex,
2 sets to love down.
Alex has played some outstanding tennis tonight, but Alcaraz just keeps coming up with the answers, and particularly on the big points.
So Alcaraz holds to love in the opening game of the third set, having opened up a 2 sets.
Let's go back to Chris from Niagara Falls in Canada. The match I would like to enter is the 1988 final between Pat Cash and Mats Wilander. And I was here watching that.
Oh, wonderful. Where were you sitting?
Right just up there.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
for our
that's
viewers.
so good for radio. Well, you have people on YouTube.
On YouTube.
You'll be able to see Kate pointing up there.
Right up there.
Maybe for the other 98% of the listeners, you might want to describe where that is.
In the rafters.
Was that a $22 ticket back in those days?
Oh, and you know, Mum paid for it too, so it didn't even
her.
come out of my wallet. But
very nice.
I know it was great. What a
What
of course,
a great
Matt,
final to come to.
It was a great final to come to, and of
Very
course,
first.
Pat didn't
How
win,
exciting.
but yes, that's right, it was true.
Everything would have been shiny and new back in those days.
We were actually talking about it the other night. Apparently, the roof did come on at some stage.
We didn't used to get those Australian Open matches back in the day.
It was during the day too.
England in those days. I think I'd only just left school by about. In fact, maybe I was still at school. De Minaur pulling that wide into the tram lines. The Australian Open was a bit of a unknown tournament. In fact, to be fair, back in those days, Roland Garros and the US Open was slightly unknown. It was pretty much Wimbledon and Queens was tennis back in Britain, because these are the days before. Satellite TV, which has now become streaming services and cable and all this kind of hullabaloo. And yeah, we didn't used to see a lot of tennis internationally, unless, of course, you were here, worked here, lived here. Good forehand there from Alcaraz, stretching de Minaur. De Minaur's so stretchy, it'd be like a piece of glue tack.
I love how you described that as a good forehand. It was outstanding from Alcaraz.
Well, it was solid.
On the run, out wide, on the slide.
You get that impression that de Minaur's just been pulled in so many directions that, when blue tack, when you pull it and you pull it and you pull it, and then holes start to appear in the middle of it.
Remember those stretchy men?
Let's come back to Kate's stretchy men. Forehand here from Alcaraz, same from de Minaur. And this time, skidding to play a backhand. Alcaraz finds the net. 15-30 on the de Minaur serve. Love one. Obviously, this is in every sense a must-hold for de Minaur in the context of this match.
It's a toy.
Stretchy man.
Yeah, I don't think it was called Stretchy Man. I'm just not sure what it was. Exactly.
Maybe it was an Australian toy.
Yeah,
I don't remember Stretchy Man. Maybe there was. I don't know. I can hardly remember what I did last week, let alone Stretch Man 30, 40 years ago.
Maybe it was some sort of a stress management toy for kids that were stressed. Weird toy.
Serving here, de Minaur onto the backhand, up the line. That's lovely from Carlos Alcaraz, just using the pace of the de Minaur serve and just easing that ball up the line.
Yeah, he really set himself nicely on the backhand.
2 break points.
Hang inside the baseline to take that early. Makes it look easy.
Tough moment for the Australian here.
This is a must-hold here.
De Minaur facing break point, goes down the middle. Alcaraz doesn't have to play another shot because de Minaur sprayed that wide and he slams the ball into the court surface on Rod Laver Arena. He must be boiling up inside because this opportunity again looks to be away from him, and it's another quarter-final, a 6th one, where he's going to fall short and just cannot get through to that major semi.
He's starting to feel like, I've thrown everything at Carlos tonight, and for a while there I was able to go toe-to-toe, but just get the sense the damn wall's broken.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough.
It's so hard.
He's a tough player to play against. I think few people have found that over the years.
And he really, you get the sense he's feels like he's got something to prove here at the Australian Open. Hasn't been past the quarterfinals before.
Love 15.
No, it's a tough moment for Alex, but for Carlos Alcaraz, it's been a terrific display. And for those who doubted that he could bring his best tennis to the courts at Melbourne Park, well, we've seen some of it tonight. And for him, this would be a landmark moment if he can get through to his first semi here. And the highest ranked player that he's ever beaten here would be the 6th seed Alex de Minaur. He'd never beaten anyone above 18, below 18, I think, or above 18, whichever way you look at it. That backhand goes long from Alcaraz.
Well, definitely no one in the top 10.
No, absolutely not. I can't remember. I did have a look at that earlier.
Slightly in trouble here at love 30. Alcaraz looking a little bemused at the back of the court. Which set are you looking for?
Who the highest ranked player he was, who'd beaten here before?
British.
Jack Draper?
Yep.
Serving here, Alcaraz onto the backhand of de Minaur, but Alcaraz knew that was going out the moment he saw it, and it was called a close call, but tennis players have eagle eyes.
Or was it Cam Norrie? Sorry.
No, I'm going with
do
Draper.
That to you. Going Draper?
Yep,
okay.
We've answered it. We've moved on.
Thank you.
15-30 to love. Serving here, just missing that ball. Second serve, lands this onto the backhand of de Minaur. On the run, de Minaur makes the forehand, opposite corner. That's that backhand again. There it is, just ripped cross court. And not just ripped, but just with supreme depth, just giving his opponent zero chance. Not even 1% chance.
Well, it's actually
zero.
Yeah, but it's the short angle on that backhand. That's what's doing the damage. He's not even having to worry about dragging those balls to the baseline. It's just like finds the most beautiful angles on court and from nowhere creates a winner.
Alcaraz serves onto the backhand this time of de Minaur. There's another backhand from him. Gets good depth on that. Alcaraz stretching too far. Mishitting his backhand slightly. And here's a break point for Alex de Minaur. 30-40 to love on the Alcaraz serve. Just maybe a dip in concentration from Carlos Alcaraz. Just a couple of backhands long in this game have given half a chance to Alex de Minaur. 30-40, break point. Alcaraz serves, that caught the net cord. Still a first serve. Just gone past 20 past 10. As Alcaraz serves, but that did indeed, and you would have heard it, catch the net cord. Still, it'll be a third serve, but we'll call it his first. Craig Tiley, the Australian Open Tennis Australia boss, is out here watching at the body of de Minaur. That just, he did so well to get his body out of the way of that and play the forehand, but it just went out by a nano micrometer.
You know,
and it's so close.
That is cruel.
You just cannot see. I think Pete would officially call that a quadruple zuma.
Zuma. And I think Alcaraz is having a smile. He's looking in at the booth next door and said, yeah, that was close.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly dropped serve.
Was close.
Aren't I lucky?
At deuce. Serves out wide. De Minaur can only put a forehand into the bottom of the net, and Alcaraz has the advantage.
got Tom's written back about the ship.
Oh, good,
we'll
good,
get
good.
to that in a moment.
The watch just told me to get moving, which seems
Really?
a bit... What am I supposed to do? Just
Stand
leave?
up and just
Do you think that'll
shake
do the
your
trick?
legs.
Can I just do this? Flap my arm? That'll fool it, won't it? Alcaraz serves, game point into the net.
What the hell was that?
Well, I don't know, it's telling me my watch said let's get moving.
Oh, I hate those watches.
Stupid thing. Alcaraz serves. Backhand is pretty good from de Minaur. Then running around, takes this on the forehand. Alcaraz rips that backhand again, but it just found the sideline on that occasion.
Well, the backhand cross court, deep to the baseline has been great for Alcaraz tonight, but just rushed that shot, overplayed it. A little pressure here on serve. He needs to hold.
Juice finds the net going down the middle.
Consolidate the break.
Sets himself the Spaniard and serves. Backhand from de Minaur in response. And then a really expansive forehand. Comes to the net, doesn't put this away, gives to... Oh, he gave de Minaur one more chance. It was a very lazy forehand volley from Alcaraz. He didn't really put any power in it. Hit it effectively straight back to de Minaur. De Minaur, unfortunately for him, couldn't take the chance with the passing shot.
I think de Minaur was surprised that it came back to him. He was expecting that to go into the open court. That ball set up nicely. Opportunities.
Golden chance to force a break point. As it is, it's a game point for Alcaraz. Trying to close this out, Carlos Alcaraz. There's the 1-2 punch, but de Minaur's there. Now de Minaur with the backhand up the line, dug out by Alcaraz. Good depth from both players. Big off forehand from Alcaraz, switching to the backhand up the line, dug out by de Minaur on this occasion. Back centrally, this is the big forehand forcing Alcaraz back. He's equal to it. Very low over the net from both players. Skidding low, Alcaraz with a slice of just supreme quality. It was like the slice off the top of the cheese, the thinnest of slices, and skidding wide into the tram line.
It was pure heaven. Absolutely the most perfect slice you'd see, well, tonight anyway. Now, back to Tom. Tom says, yes, correct. The Vasa warship was built in the 1600s and sunk on its maiden voyage.
Titanic
just 1,300 metres from departing.
Yeah.
Imagine if you've been spending God knows how many years building this thing.
I know, but
and you're as proud as punch. You're there, you've got your family around you, and your friends, and you've been talking about this.
And then it just goes literally into the river on its way out, and it sinks.
You're saluting it, and it's just disappearing in front of you, and that's not because it's headed off to some finer shore.
Technical error.
And then as you're walking home, you're like, oh yeah, that bit. I forgot to check it.
There was all sorts of
last plank.
There was all sorts of discussion about the ballast, as I remember, in the ship when it was being built, and some people were ignored.
Oh, here we go. Due to the brackish water, so it wasn't that they forgot to do something. Due to the brackish water of the Baltic Sea and lack of wood-eating worms, the ship was preserved underwater. Oh, this is very interesting until the 1960s. Now it's Stockholm's most visited museum. Well, hang on.
That's why you need to go to Stockholm, Kate. Why are you looking so concerned?
No, I'm just trying to think about another very good museum that might be there in Stockholm.
Okay.
It's to do with ABBA.
Okay. Is there an ABBA museum there?
I don't know. I think
Tom's
so.
Gonna write
and if
back
not,
to
there should. Tom, could you let me know?
Well, it seemed like a good spot for it.
The perfect spot, there or Melbourne.
I don't know. We didn't go to the ABBA Museum. If it was there in whenever we were there 10 years ago, I don't remember. Advancing on the net, what's the backhand volley like from de Minaur? It's pretty good. Up goes the defensive ball from Alcaraz. Lands just out. De Minaur delighted to see that ball landing just out. Comes right back in front of the commentary box here and then turns to prepare himself again at 15 love and love 3.
The amount of work he has to do to win a point.
Sure.
So, I mean, he would have come into this match tonight, de Minaur, knowing that.
Yep.
It's nothing new.
Love 15, de Minaur serves onto the back. Alcaraz with at the net.
Well, I went, whoa, because I didn't see him actually come in, and de Minaur's shots were all deep in the court. I don't even know what the approach shot was.
He's showing the full repertoire of Carlos Alcaraz's abilities here.
Sneaky. That was...
A desire to get to the net and shorten the points, and 2 super volleys as well. Is there anything he can't do?
Apparently not.
De Minaur serves, just clips the tape and flies along. So, if there is an ABBA museum there, really you need to press yes to Stockholm next time and not Madrid. Nothing gets Madrid, to be fair. It's a great spot as well, I hear. I've never been there either.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Onto the backhand of De Minaur, looking for the baseline. Found it and can unleash on this, but Alcaraz is there and forces the mistake from De Minaur trying to go up the line. 15-30.
I don't think we've seen Alcaraz serve volley tonight, have we?
He tried it once and De Minaur passed him.
Actually, you're right.
And then he hasn't done it again. I don't think.
Oh, we've got someone else from Switzerland.
Oh, good.
Raf. Oh, no, he's living in London. He's from Switzerland.
That's all right. De Minaur serves forehand from Alcaraz, lands in. De Minaur flattens it out. On the run, goes back, cross-court forehand. Oh, that came back with some venom from Alcaraz. Nearly put a hole in SEN's window, but it did just go out, so it's 30-all.
Yeah, Alcaraz unleashing on that forehand, missing, but he is trying to shorten these points. He is going for broke.
Alcaraz for the match is 15 of 18 at the net.
Okay.
For the match, Alex is... Oh, goodness, I can't quite see that stat. But he's not up as much there, I don't think. Now, backhand very low from Alcaraz. Here comes another one back cross-court. Well dealt with by De Minaur on the... they change direction, come onto the forehands, then back onto the backhand cross. Up the line, Alcaraz tries to change of direction, found the nets. Game point for Alex De Minaur.
Yep, to get on the board here in the third set. Just joining us, Alcaraz, 7-5, 6-2.
12 of 19 for Alex De Minaur at the net.
12 of 19, okay.
Quite as good a return. Must-have point for De Minaur. Love 3 and 2 sets down. Serves, finds the net, and it bounces back extravagantly to the baseline. Nice little flick up to the ball, Gid. She goes back to the base, to the net, and we're ready again. The backhand from Alcaraz, good depth, well picked up by De Minaur on the forehand. Switches to the backhand, cross-court. We've seen this pattern a few times. Pair exchanging those backhands, switch to onto the forehands. This time defensively is De Minaur. Alcaraz is at the nets, and this ball, slight mishit from De Minaur, floats over the top of the Spaniards. Juice.
You heard the crowd because De Minaur hit what I thought was probably a winning forehand, and it was met with more power at the other end. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Generates some weight in the shot, doesn't he? Some
nuts.
Real raw power from Carlos Alcaraz, which of course, and we knew this coming in, that De Minaur cannot match that power, that generation of power, the counter-punching power. Sure, Alex has got that, but not that generation of power, which Sinner and Alcaraz have. Zverev has it.
Yeah.
He can generate enormous power.
He can. Those big wings.
Onto the backhand here. That's, I was going to say that was a great return of serve, but it just went out from Carlos Alcaraz, and a big G up from Alex De Minaur. He's a fighter. He's not giving up on this, and nor should he. It's only one break of serve at love 3 in this third set, and he has a game point here.
He has been able to put pressure on the Alcaraz serve.
Sure, he is not unbreakable, absolutely. A few Aussie, oi, which you would be very proud of as the national song. Serving here out wide. That's well done. Comes for the serve volley. Doesn't put it away on the first time. Doesn't put it away on the second time. Surely does on the third opportunity. Alex De Minaur holds. And you can hear what the local fans think about that.
They really like it. There's boxing kangaroos.
Inflatable kangaroo being held up.
And in fact, I've just seen the T-shirt Aussie. And it has the oi on the back, which I can't see from here.
De Minaur goes to his coach's box for some words of advice. But, you know, Carlos isn't necessarily bringing anything that they weren't expecting to see. It's just how you try and deal with it. How do you get this match back on your terms? Well, the crowd's trying to help as best they can. Everyone giving Alex a huge ovation as he comes back to the baseline here with Alcaraz to serve at 3-1 with the break of serve. Heavily down the middle, too much for De Minaur.
15 love.
We're getting plenty of emails coming in for our competition.
Good.
And they're
So we should.
there's stories being told.
Good.
Plenty.
Good. It's that sort of a question, isn't it? Because
It
there has to be a
is.
story that sits behind why you would want front row seats to go and watch a match again. Has to be.
Oh, I've got the toy thing sorted too.
Alcaraz serving here onto the forehand he goes. That's good from de Minaur. Really terrific volley from Alcaraz. Low down. It wasn't a bad attempt at the pass from de Minaur, and his shoulders slump a bit because he must be thinking, what else do I have to do?
Yeah,
but Alcaraz has all the answers and played a terrific low down backhand volley.
That's incredible control from Alcaraz moving forward. As I said, trying to control that ball. It was dipping from de Minaur.
Love. Alcaraz hits the tape. It still lands in. Flew up about 20 feet in the air, but still landed in.
His percentage on first serves, because I don't think he's served that well tonight, Alcaraz. And de Minaur's certainly seen he's enough second serve.
Second serve, heavy, nice backhand. De Minaur comes to the net. Good volley on the backhand, but Alcaraz just answers it with a supreme passing shot. Forehand. De Minaur thought he'd got there to cover the net, cover the line, but Alcaraz hits that ball with such venom and precision that de Minaur has no answer.
No, and Alex is just looking over at his coaching box and has a wry smile on his face because he's like, oh, come on, like...
It was almost behind him when Alcaraz played that.
Yeah.
And the approach shot was nothing wrong from de Minaur. It was within a foot of the baseline. That's an ace out wide. We're seeing the world number one come up with all the answers and show us why he is world number one right now.
4 games to 1.
And it's a treat, I think, you know, people may not be thinking, but it's a treat right now. But it is a treat to finally see Carlos Alcaraz bring his best tennis to Melbourne.
It's fabulous. I mean, yes, people have come here tonight and hoping that Alex could, go toe-to-toe with Alcaraz. He's not able to at the moment. I mean, that first set was incredibly tight, but it's just so difficult to just stay in these matches when he is playing at this level. Yes, they're wanting the Aussie to win, but there would be, an Alcaraz Sinner final. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone wants it, and they want it here at the Australian Open.
And we're not that far away from it. But there's still a way to go.
Indeed. Let's go to David, who's in cold and wet Yorkshire in the UK.
Yorkshire.
Oh, David. Loving the coverage. Listen, every day you were talking Stretch Armstrong. That was that toy thing that I was talking about.
I do remember Stretch Armstrong.
A children's toy. It was called that in the UK anyway. So now I think that's what it was called everywhere. But I didn't have one. But how did we even speaking about that? I'm not really sure what that was.
I can't remember.
Saif is listening to us from Tilburg in the Netherlands.
Oh, lovely.
Greetings from the Netherlands. I would like to give a shout out to Rowan Bopana, who retired last year, one of the best doubles players of this century.
Absolutely.
Nice shout out indeed.
Very fine player. Very fine player. And well worth mentioning. Not a competition entry, but well worth mentioning all the same.
I liked it.
Do keep your messages coming through, whatever your comment, your question, your thoughts, or just where you're listening to us, or certainly your entries for the competition as well. Just remember to pop your name and where you're listening to us, and Kate will read them out, or as many as she can.
I've got to all of them tonight.
Well done. That's just out from de Minaur on the forehand cross courts, and Alcaraz has the early point window in this de Minaur service game here at Love 15.
Yeah, you get the sense that Alcaraz is on a mission. Let's do it in 3. Go home, go to bed.
Well, he's going to need to, because tougher... Well, this sounds hard for Alex, doesn't it? But tougher challenges lie ahead. Zverev in a semi and, well, Djokovic or Sinner in a final. That's the most likely scenario. It's the most likely scenario, but that is no disrespect to Musetti and Shelton, who could also be a part of that picture.
What's the record with Zverev?
I don't know. I can't do that while I'm trying to do this. You do that.
Love 30.
Love 30 here on the de Minaur side.
6-all.
Okay. Between who and who?
Zverev and Alcaraz.
But are they recent matches, or do they go back?
No, I've just got little numbers here in front of me.
All I'm thinking is, Zverev's been around a long time, right? So there would have been quite a few matches when Carlos was coming through.
Yeah.
And Zverev's been entrenched at the top of the game for a long time.
True.
28 years old now. Good serving from de Minaur, but well met by Alcaraz. Firstly on the backhand, that should be nice put away. Good high put away at the net by de Minaur. Alcaraz, who's put in a fair few yards of running tonight, like his opponent, but doesn't at the moment. Barely appears to be breaking a sweat.
Oh, he's a fit man.
Looking super fresh.
Yeah, he really is.
I guess we've only played 2 hours, 10 minutes. He has to be ready to go 4+ hours against some of the players in the Open this week. And he probably was prepared to go 4+ odd hours against Alex de Minaur, but he won't be now. 2 sets to love up and 4-1. He will not be prepared to do that. Onto the backhand here goes Alcaraz, and a bit of a tired-looking backhand there from Alex de Minaur. Slumps into the net. 15-40, 2 break points for a 5-1 lead, and as we so often say at this point, they may as well be match points.
That's so true. Chris from Devonport agrees. In fact, Chris from Devonport wants the AO match that a lot of listeners would love to watch is mixed doubles featuring AO radio commentators. I don't know about that.
It's venturing outside the realms of the comp, but that can be teed up. There's some very competitive, rather good players in the AO radio commentary
so
team.
True. We've got some people that know how to swing a racket.
I think to have a chance, I'd have to amend it to pickleball. 30-40 here, still break point. Good serving that time from de Minaur. Serves here out wide. Good stuff from Alex de Minaur. One thing he is, he's a tennis player of the highest quality and a hell of a fighter too.
Well, he's a competitor, isn't he?
Yep. And he will not be giving up here. At deuce. Serves just too long.
Please. Words of encouragement.
Well, yes. Are they though? Onto the backhand. Is that going to land in? It does. Picked up on the half volley by de Minaur. Sneaking to the net is Alcaraz. Really, really brilliant drop volley, wasn't it? Just slid the racket under there.
No, he cut that on such an angle.
Like a knife.
Yeah, it nearly hit him in the nose. He had that much under it. Oh, we're just seeing the replay now.
It's really interesting
it died on the court, and
he's just taking every opportunity now to get in.
Yeah, he's just trying to finish the points off quickly.
Break point here again. Good serving from de Minaur. Well met. Getting a good read on it was Carlos Alcaraz. And then the mistake comes from de Minaur, and his shoulders slump a little bit as he goes long beyond the baseline. And Alcaraz will serve for the match in a couple of minutes at 5-1 in the third.
Got an email from Raphael.
Hello, Raphael.
Raphael is listening
Not
to
from
us.
Mallorca?
No, I have actually, well, you know, in previous years, I wouldn't actually read this email.
Well, you better hurry up.
Oh, actually, we'll get to Raph after this.
Okay, because Alcaraz is serving for the match here. I mean, we could just sit back and put our feet up and read the email.
I'm in a world of my own.
Carlos Alcaraz for a place in the semi-finals of the Australian Open. Digs us out on the half volley on the run. Oh, that was a little bit of a tired-looking shot. Not that he looks too tired, but the shot itself was not good from Alcaraz. Forehand right in front of us, halfway up the net.
Yeah,
Love 15.
Take another little step into that forehand, Alcaraz. That's how little to criticise about his game this evening.
Maybe a drop in concentration as Alcaraz serves, and that's a good return from de Minaur. Leaping into that with a forehand, slice low from Alcaraz, same from de Minaur, forcing Alcaraz back, tries to put a bit more on this forehand, and does. Just that injection of pace gets the mistake off the de Minaur racket.
15-all. And, I mean, this is what we've seen, this pattern of play from Alcaraz all night. We're just playing nice rally balls and then bang with that forehand. It's so dangerous.
15-all then as Alcaraz serves into the net. Crowd a bit muted, but they've seen a heck of a display from the #1 seed here. Serving onto the backhand of de Minaur, picked up on the half volley by Alcaraz. Sits up for the expansive forehand from de Minaur. He also picks this up on the half volley. Now Alcaraz is back at the baseline and does not have to play another short as the ball skids through from de Minaur, but long. 30-15, couple of points now for Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, running out of time, de Minaur.
He's run out of time.
He was about half an hour ago.
Let's be honest, he has run out of time now.
He really has.
Of course, tennis, it's never over till it's over.
No.
With the fat lady, I can hear her. Hang on. Can you hear her just up in the top there? Alcaraz into the net. Even the ball kid's just jogging now back to the umpire's chair. Does she know it's over? Alcaraz serves, backhand from de Minaur, goes long, and here's a couple of match points for Carlos Alcaraz.
4-2-15. Well,
it's been a masterful display.
It really has. It's been not what I know this Aussie crowd was after this evening, but so many people actually now standing and applauding. And he hasn't even played this last point, Alcaraz, but it has been something to behold.
Alcaraz serves on match points and delivers the ace out wide, and he is into the semi-finals of the Australian Open for the first time. And will he complete the career Grand Slam in just a few days' time? If he plays like this, he is every chance. That was a masterful win over Alex de Minaur, the Australian. 3 sets, 7-5, 6-2, 6-1 in just 2.25 hours.
Yeah, raises his arm, Alcaraz, and is just waving to the crowd. That is a huge moment for him. It's been a bit of a hoodoo, the not getting through or not getting past the quarterfinals here at the Australian Open. He has now done it, and he's looking in mighty form. Like, you know, we always say you've got to bring your best tennis the second week of a Grand Slam, of a final, of a major. And he really has. That was superb. Alex de Minaur just acknowledging the crowd. He has played some wonderful tennis over the last week, but just was not able to go toe-to-toe with the #1 player in the world tonight.
Well, he was beaten by the better player.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he doesn't, his head is not held high at the moment, but to be honest, I think he can hold his head high because he brought some superb tennis here, and those first 2 sets were very tightly contested. Yes, Carlos won the big points, but occasionally there wasn't much in it.
Oh, and I just think some of the tennis that we've seen from Alex over the last 7-8 days has been sensational. Like some of the best tennis I've seen him play. He's taking his game to another level. He's just got to find a way, like so many other players, to beat a Sinner and to beat Alcaraz. It's not easy.
And the question is, can he ever, with his game, with the way the men's game is now and the surfaces that we play on and the equipment that we have, can he ever find a way to beat Sinner and Alcaraz with the weapons that they have, and maybe some of the other big hitters coming through who have the big serves and the big forehands and the big answers when they desperately need them. And you know, it's just a reality. You know, sport is often built on physique. You know, it's very difficult to be a 5'7" gun basketballer these days. It's a very difficult. Well, you know, like
no. I'm just thinking there are no 5'7"
that's what I mean.
basketballs.
Yeah,
That's it.
But you know, and in tennis, you know, it's developed that you really have to have some of these big shots.
Well, you've got to have you have to have a weapon.
Yeah, and Alex doesn't have it, but he's a hell of a competitor. And he came up short again tonight, but against one of the great players, the best player in the world at the moment, the top seed.
Yeah, his game's getting bigger, but will it ever be big enough?
That's the question. I would say probably not. You know, something has to go his way in a draw. Anyway, let's hear from Jim Courier with Carlos in the middle of Rod Laver Arena.
I just want to get your thoughts on where your level was tonight. You played so well on this tournament, but it looked like you hit another gear out there.
Yeah, I'm just really happy with the way that I'm just playing every match. I think since the first round until now, I think my level, I was increasing my level every match, which I'm just really happy about it. I was talking with my team that be patient, because I really want all the things right now. So after the first match, they told me be patient. The level you wanted to play is gonna come for sure. And I think today I just feel really comfortable playing a great tennis, which I'm really proud about, and just really happy to get into the semi-final.
And when you play someone as fast as Alex, you have to be patient, and you were offensive as well. Some of the points were just amazing, took our breath away. What's it like to play Alex in his defensive capabilities out there?
Well, it's really difficult. I think, I mean, I started the match really well, hitting really well the ball. You know, I think in just 2 games I made like 7 winners or 8 winners, so it was a great level. But you know what Alex made is like you are in a rush all the time, so you want to hit the ball as hard as you can, every ball, which is impossible against him. So I think from the 3-0 until the 4-3, 4-all, I just won everything like in a rush, and I just took a moment, took a break. You know, mentally I was always there, and I was more patient since you know, the 4-all until the end of the match, which was great for me. But you know, playing against someone like Alex is always really difficult. You have to be really focused on every ball. You have to, you know, win the point almost 3-4 times almost. So it's that means how difficult it is to play against Alex.
Yeah, he played well tonight too, and it wasn't enough. You have a lot of people that you travel with. It seems like you guys have a great time together, and so you have 2 really important guys on your team, and that's your dad and your brother who are here with you. How important are they for you to feel comfortable when you're away from home?
Well, it's great for me. Obviously, sometimes we just make some jokes in the locker room, like you know, all the players told me, like, I mean, you can't play a football match, you know, with your team. So it's yeah, it's funny, but you know, I need it. I need my team. I need my people around me. So that's you know, they are the reason that I play such a great tennis, because you know, off the court they made me feel great, feel like I'm at home every time. So yeah, having my brother, having my you know, my dad here, part of my family, my uncle as well. So it's been a great so far, and I'm just really proud and really happy to see, you know, my dad, because you know, these things, experience and living these kind of things, it was you know, his dream when he was playing tennis, and I'm just really proud, and I'm really happy to see him, you know, making his dream, you know, with me. So I'm just really proud.
That's lovely. Something else you should be really proud of is you're into your very first Australian Open semi-final. So congratulations for that. And it'll be someone that you're going to meet. You're very familiar with Sasha Zverev. You guys have played 12 times, lots of battles, including here in Australia. What are going to be the keys to that match? How are you going to make it to your first final if you can?
Well, I think increase my level. You know, I just I've seen Sasha, you know, through the whole tournament, and I know he's playing a great tennis, really solid, aggressively. You know, I think he's serving pretty well as well. So I had to be ready. We practiced in the week before the tournament began, and he beat me 7-6, but playing such a great tennis. So it's, I mean, we gotta be ready. Not only me, my team as well. I think we are all a team, and we have to play tactically really well. So it's gonna be a great battle. I'm really looking forward to playing him again here, taking the revenge. So it's gonna be great. Can't wait for that. 2 days now. I'm gonna try to make.
What you got? 2 days off. What's it gonna be? What do you have on the docket?
I don't know. You know, playing golf is always there. It's always on the list. Walking around, I don't know. We gotta discuss, you know, with my team. I don't know if we're gonna practice or not. Hitting some balls, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We will see. But obviously, I will try to make the most of my time in these 2 days.
Perfect. I have one last question for you, and you know, when you win a match fast and you get me on the court for the interview, sometimes I'm going to throw, you know, some interesting questions, I hope, at you. And this one came from some kids that I was talking to on the street today. I was coming over and they stopped me and they said, listen, if you get a chance to talk to Carlos, can you have him show you, so we can see how he does all these racket tricks, because you do all these things with the racket and it's incredible what you do. Like take us through, like, I want you to get your racket and show us how you do all this stuff, but that's a lot of swagger on that one. Can you get a racket and like maybe give us a demonstration? I'll come with you. You guys want to come? Let's go, Glenn. This is Glenn. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy, this Steadicam operator is a magician. He's going to capture all of this. All right, you and Glenn go to work here. So show us some stuff. I'll hold the mic.
Well, I'm feeling nervous now. You know, let's see if I'm going to fold the racket down. So let's see. It's
Okay.
Something like that. Okay.
What about this one? Now, where do you put your finger when you're doing that? Is it on the strings or in the racket? You got that, Glenn?
It is like in between the strings. Between the strings. So it's...
Let's see it.
Yeah, kind of like...
Okay, that's looking pretty good too. Okay. You got anything else, or is that it? Is that the last trick, or do you have any more?
No, those ones is pretty easy. I think all the players know how to do it. Yeah, you know, and that's all my book.
I think you peaked too soon, but you're playing awesome out there, ladies and gentlemen. He can do it all. Carlos Alcaraz into the semifinals.
Great stuff with Jim Courier there. Probably came across super well for radio, I would think. But anyway, you got the picture. Of course, that was really for the fans inside Rod Laver Arena and a couple of kids who Jim allegedly saw on the street today. But it was a good question anyway. And of course, for everyone watching around the world. But basically, we saw what we see and what you have probably seen when you flick the telly on for any of Carlos's matches, that spin of the racket, whether it's the finger inside the strings or the expansive kind of making himself look like one of those band leaders that spins it around and
like
catches
something from my calisthenics days.
I love it. Who said you need good hand-eye to be a good tennis player? Holy moly.
Oh, I know.
Spinning it around, catches it, doesn't hardly even looking at the racket.
He was doing that at the end of various games today, and he wasn't even aware that he was doing it.
Yeah, because it's just
right?
it's part
just
of
instinctive.
It's the whole repertoire. There's a selfie with the Spanish fans, and he took it for them, and they're pretty happy about that.
He's got the best smile in tennis,
jumping around.
he?
They're so pleased with that selfie, and why wouldn't they be? I mean, that's how to engage with people. And of course, it was a small band of Spanish fans inside Rod Laver Arena tonight because he was playing Alex de Minaur, and the place was packed with Aussies. But there are quite a few Spanish flags, and somebody's got a good little souvenir. It's funny, in the old days, he used to sign books, autograph books. Now it's all about the selfie, really, isn't it?
It really is.
All about the selfie. That'll be on Insta tonight.
How's your Insta going?
Doesn't tend to go that much. I use it a bit when I go on holiday because it's kind of like...
That's about the only time I
there's
get it out.
Big vamos for the Spanish fans. They're loving it.
They're hyped.
Why wouldn't they be? I think he's going to take a photo of them, is he now? Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, my Lord.
He wants his own souvenir photo.
Yeah, they're all getting in.
Yeah,
they're all in on the action.
And they're pumping, they're jumping up and down. There's phones in the air. There's big smiles. Oh, you can hear the chanting.
He's encouraging it.
Yeah, he's loving it. Yeah. All a bunch of 20-somethings by the look of it. I think I'm right with the 20-somethings.
Oh, no, I think you're
happy.
pretty much spot on there.
On the big screen as well. Maybe early 30s. I don't know. Anyway, youngsters, Kate.
Youngsters.
Enjoying their night out at the tennis and enjoying their interaction with Carlos Alcaraz.
Well, their men played. In the game. Yeah, their men played some incredible tennis tonight, and yes. Wasn't perhaps what the mostly Aussie crowd wanted, but
I think a lot of them will go home with stories to tell about how good he is.
And how can you not appreciate just what we saw this evening? It really was fabulous.
And it's an educated tennis crowd that would have knowing that Alex was an outside shot. Well, also that his head-to-head record was, horrendous, like he's never beaten him, and still that's the case. What is it now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the first time at a major, but it's 6 matches for 6 defeats. And really, when you match them up game-wise, you can see why Alcaraz wins.
Yeah, I was just having a look at some of the stats. 58%